No, Teddy, you know what a job is.
But no, now you'll see me on
That was all in the beginning.
Serious?
That was all in the beginning.
I mean, in the last bunch of gigs we've had, you said every gig, you're like, good job. It's got, you know, I don't get
You didn't make it to
hammered,
Pittsburgh. You didn't make it to Pittsburgh.
Oh,
I told
it's my
you.
fault that the weather delayed a flight.
Get in the car and drive. That's what I did. What did I do?
They wouldn't let me off the plane. What am I supposed to do?
He's always got an excuse.
There's a lot of
I don't,
excuses.
but I mean,
Yeah.
all right,
Teddy,
look, I don't even look. I don't know. I just wanted to be.
I want to hear the audio of Teddy is gay.
There's another
Let me hear that. Fred's
There's
got it.
another great Teddy.
Wait. Here's your.
What, on the YouTube?
Yeah, just bring up the Tower TV volume.
Very good.
Thank you. My shining moment, everybody.
That, by the way, is at Symphony Hall in Boston.
Right.
Well, you're big time.
But
You've arrived.
you know, again, and it's like, but I see like hot chicks come up to him and want his autograph. They want to take pictures with him, and he's got to run a Symphony Hall in Boston. And then, okay, we go to Boston. He's got a room at the Ritz-Carlton. He invites one of his dirtbag friends,
Right.
who now lies to my cousins. God forbid this wasn't my little cousin, because they'd be. But one of his friends comes, and my cousin goes to Boston University. So she's there with a gaggle of hot chicks. He tells one of my cousin's friends that he goes to Harvard and bangs her.
Oh, no.
The kid doesn't go to Harvard.
Right.
He bangs my cousin's friend, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know the girl that well. That's fine. And then Teddy's laughing about it. I'm like, I'm not going to laugh with you about that.
Yeah,
You're not my friend. It's so low rent.
He's supposed to watch out. He's supposed to watch out.
It's so low rent.
Yeah, you got to take care of
I'm like, were you
Artie
sure
and
he
his
wasn't
people?
hitting on wasn't telling my cousin he
Teddy,
went to
I heard
Harvard?
you told Tim, Jim, and Jason the wrong time for Artie's Caroline show, and they all missed the show.
Is that true?
Is that true?
Well, that was a big mess up with a lot. You know what? I tell everybody what time Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock,
Right.
and then everybody just wants to know what time Artie gets on.
I see.
But you know what?
So usually it's a 2-hour show.
You don't know.
Caroline's changed it on me to a 90-minute show.
Uh-huh.
So
They changed it on you again.
They changed it last second. I
then
didn't
it's
know.
not your fault.
No,
Then it's
but
not
I
your
mean,
But
it's
you
not-
said you have to tell people, look, that is selfish of them. Like, look, you. I don't care if you don't want to see. You want to know what time Artie's show is, you get there at 8, and if you got to get through 2 other comics, it's not my problem. Tell them that. Artie's show starts at 8 o'clock. I don't need to know what your schedule is.
Right.
They don't want to
at
sit
that
through
point,
2
the
other
show had
comedians.
started, and I was
Well-
the last. I'm sorry. The last thing in my mind was to call back Ross Apin and Tim Sabian and say,
That was
by the
them
way,
being-
Artie's going to be on half an
All
hour
right, so in
earlier.
other
I'm
words,
sorry.
you fell into this assistant's job. It started out as one thing. Now it's becoming more of a responsibility.
Yeah, it's becoming a huge
And maybe it's time for you to decide whether or not this is something you really
But
want.
you see how it again.
Sit down with Artie and
we're
figure
having
it out.
fun talking about this. I
Right.
really, genuinely don't think it's that big of a responsibility.
Well,
I
it is.
really don't.
It is.
To
For
get
some-
a date right.
You're talking.
To not get high at a gig.
For whatever
Artie.
reason, he's having a hard time with it.
Really?
He can't do it, whether it's a big deal or not.
To you,
he
it's not a
can't
big
do
deal.
it.
No, to me it is a big deal. That's why I have.
No, I'm saying
not
to
good
you-
at this. I'm not.
Right, but he can't do it.
But like yesterday when he got the date wrong, I said, so now Ted, he goes, wow, son of a gun, look at that. Yeah, I did. I pulled that up. He goes, what happens with a computer?
Son of a gun.
What happens with a computer? He goes, but Art, what happens with a computer? So I'm like, I don't care what happens with a computer.
Right,
What
the
do I care
computer's
what
not
happens?
the problem.
I mean,
All
you know,
right,
and I
look,
said, so
look.
now, Ted, how are you helping me with this date? Do you want to do the gig?
Can you
I
start-
told you the date. Now we're reversing. Why don't you go do the gig now? 'Cause I told you the date.
Could you not get high or drunk at Artie's gigs? Can we start with that?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Thank you. Listen, I got to.
Yeah, right.
I need to move along, and
Wow.
thank you. I hope you guys work.
He's
this
not
out.
fired. I don't want to. I really think we can work through this. I really do. I feel bad for the guy. I like him. He's a good guy.
I can see you have affection for him.
You do that.
I do. I have a lot of affection for him. He's actually funny. I actually
Teddy, are you going to
I
hang
think
in
it'd be
there?
a better sort of comedy writer. I don't know.
I need help. I mean, I think that you have a team
Do
of people
you
that
need
work for
an
you.
assistant?
Maybe he can bring someone else in for a little
Well,
help, I think.
you see how Howard's life is more complicated than mine.
Right, you're a close second. I mean, you know,
I
you're
play
in
chess
here,
on the
man.
internet all day.
Yeah,
People
but
have to track me.
Howard has 3 children, and there's a lot going on.
Okay, there's a lot going on.
He's running a big business here. I have gigs on the f***ing road.
All right, Teddy, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Ted,
Teddy,
you're,
get,
you're a good kid, Teddy.
Yes, Howard TV.
Ted, so what's the deal now? Are you gonna resign?
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I'm in there pleading for help, and
Artie seems willing to give it to you. He seems.
no, he's not. He's saying that he won't fire me and he won't give me help, so I have to somehow figure out how to do this by myself.
Well, that's just it. You've been given another chance, or you've been given a sort of a reprieve here.
Right, but I don't know. I'm
Why
telling him that it's not working. I need help. I need, you know, either I need to be able to focus all my time and energy on this, or he needs to bring in someone else part-time and have 2 part-time people doing 1 full-time job.
Why not revamp your approach, though? Why not take like a 2-week period where you do things completely differently and in a more organized way?
I don't know. I mean, I could try something like that, but it's tough because I'm always coming back. I mean, you got to remember, everything's coming back to this place, and first things first are my responsibilities here, and then, you know, I don't know. I have to just basically invent a whole new system for. I mean, what happened with the date was literally just a really bad, you know, misfortune,
right.
And an awful, on the worst day possible. I mean, you know, that's it, just the worst day possible. I don't know how that date got switched, and again, I just came off looking like, I mean, if you make the tiniest little mistake, it's this big when it reaches, you know.
Of course, but it seems as if he'd give you, you know, a free pass if your whole approach was more organized, and you've admitted that you're disorganized.
I'm just, yeah, look, I've had a system. I've tried different variations. Ultimately, it's impossible when I can't get through to him. I can't communicate with him. And weeks go by where I don't even talk to him. And then by that point, so much stuff gets backed up that I don't even know where to begin when I do get in touch with him. And you tell me, you know, someone has an ironclad system for that.
Right. No, there are difficulties.
You know,
I can see.
You give me an ironclad system for, you know, not speaking to someone who's got, you know, I need to talk to him every day. And I talk to him once a week, and if that.
Why not stop him here at the show?
He'll fall asleep for 36 hours. You've seen us in the hallway trying to. I try to bring him stuff, but it's not the best place for him to talk about stuff. He's, you know, been up since 4 in the morning. He's exhausted, and then the show's going on, and it's hard to talk to him out here when I'm trying to give him stuff that he has to pay attention to, and we're standing over 15 cupcakes.
You're attracted to Artie.
Yeah.
You say he's your type.
Definitely.
I'm not your type because I'm too skinny.
Yeah.
Okay. You like heavy-set men.
I like heavy-set guys, and my serious boyfriend was like the same size as Artie.
You hear what this girl wants to do? She wants to ride you, dude.
She's
Did
a
you see the
go-go.
body on her?
She's a stripper.
She's not. She's a go-go girl. That's a difference.
I've been to
What do
Bourbon
you care?
Street.
You go with hookers. What do you care?
I've been to Bourbon Street. They're strippers.
But what do you care?
I just, whatever, fine, okay, I'll f her. What do you want? The segment is
You're
stupid.
like hostile to
Why
her.
is it stupid, dude? The girl came down. She wants to have sex with you.
All right, fine,
That's
great.
dumb. You're saying no, but I'm just not understanding why.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Fine,
She wants to go out with you
when
on a
does she
date.
want to go out?
Why
I'll
would
go
you
out with her. How long before I can f you? How long before I hear about, you know, your favorite, you know, album from the last 5 years on MTV3?
Who's your
Are
favorite?
you serious?
What's your favorite group?
I love Johnny Cash. I love
you
like
go.
Johnny Cash and like
Eddie Money.
like all that. I love
Like
AC/DC. One of my favorites. What?
Why is she being goofed on? I don't understand.
No,
and why is
laughing at Artie.
in other words,
I'm
if
laughing at
somebody,
Artie.
I know, if somebody wrote a letter to Robin and said, "Robin, I want to date you," and
Someone did the other day.
I know, I'm going to try and get the guy down.
Robin
Why
blew
not?
it off.
But why is that bad? I mean, I'm just trying to hook you up.
Robin
dude.
blew it off. She said exactly
I'm trying
what
to help
saying.
romance. I don't know.
Guy's
Nice
trying
girl.
to get publicity. You're
Well,
right.
yeah.
Talk to her for Christ's sake.
Miss Modesty over here.
Why are you treating her like she's a shithead?
Why are you
You're
treating?
treating me like I'm a
I am not. I would do this for any of my bros.
This is dumb, bros. This is
All right,
look,
you.
look, I'll you. So leave your
She doesn't
number
want to
with-
just because she's looking at.
I don't want to date her
Okay, then forget the why.
because I don't feel like dating her. It's just a lot.
You
of
don't even know me. You don't
exactly, and I want to keep it that way.
Why?
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are Sirius Satellite Radio, Howard 100, Howard 101, Thursday. Hey now. Hey now to you. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Hello there, jerk.
Jerk. What is
Artie
that?
called you a jerk yesterday.
What? Why'd you call me a jerk?
I don't remember. When did I do that?
On the wrap-up show,
Oh.
he called you and Gary jerks.
Yeah,
The
by the way,
jerks that you
term
are.
of-
I heard about
Term
this.
of affection.
Now I know what you're talking about. I want to tell you something. I will never, ever again attempt to bring a girl in here who says she's into Artie. I'm
And
going to tell you
Ingrid.
something.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm fucking shocked by your reaction, like calling me a jerk, and also, like, honestly, I said to Gary, I go,
What did you do so wrong?
Sure, it's interesting, but like, I just know sometimes it's hard to meet women. And one of the cool ways to meet them, if you have this job, is like if they walk in here and they're kind of cute.
And how do you know that something
And-
spectacular won't happen? Like their eyes will meet, and they are the two perfect people for each other.
And I swear, I was like kind of like doing it like I'd want someone to do it for me.
And you could be lighthearted about it. It's not an insult. I don't know where he got this idea that somebody's saying he's hard up.
I don't know, man, but I guarantee you will never, ever. I mean, Fred met Allison on a
Absolutely.
date on this show. I don't know, man. And you're questioning my motives, dude. Yeah, it's interesting, but also it's your reaction that's bizarre.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
made it even better.
He goes, "Oh, Howard's not my bro." I'm like, "No, I was
That's
doing
not
it."
what a bro
How many
does.
times did I used to ask you to hook me up, Gary? Like go into the room with one of our guests and go, "Hey, Howard wants your number."
Yeah, but and also on the show, we're all about. I mean, yeah, we fuck with each other, but we're all about hooking everybody up. You know what I
Even
mean?
when, like Angie Everett, I was doing a push.
And it didn't hurt. Although that had already gone down.
I know, but I didn't know that at the time. So
Right.
I was
Hey.
pushing it right into your arms.
Hey, I got a segment coming up. I don't know whether to cancel it or not. There's a woman coming in next week. Who's,
Cancel it.
No. One last.
She's, no, she's not.
Come
She's
on.
the whole rap
Tell me
on her.
about it.
She's the female Artie. She wrote us this letter. She's like, I'm just like Artie. You know, she's had drug problems.
No, don't want her here.
So we're gonna
tell her to go
cancel
home.
Okay.
And I don't care if goddamn Gina Lola Bridget's sister comes in here who's 18
Look,
years old and
look.
not.
Can I ask you a
We
question?
didn't
No
know-
girls.
We didn't
I don't want to be
know-
called a jerk.
I'll throw you one
we
more.
did not know
Yeah.
that Artie was going to have this reaction when that woman was booked. Don't ruin her
No.
life. She wanted to come in.
Nope.
I got one more example.
Not interested
by the way,
in
Howard.
being called a jerk.
Did Artie feel hard up when we got Carmen Electra to let Artie feel her up?
I don't know. Ask Artie. What are you asking me for?
Like, did you feel hard up about that? Like, that was us helping a brother out.
No.
All right, here's Artie on the wrap-up show as long as you bring it up.
I am so uncomfortable with these Find Artie a Date segments. I hate it. I hate that attention. I feel like I'm a pathetic sort of loser who needs this attention. And it's patronizing. It's just so patronizing. Come on, you're my bro.
Yeah, bros don't help other guys out getting chicks. That's what all
Wingmen,
my bros
what is that
do.
all about?
That's what we do. I mean, my friends off the air, when we were all single, we were dealing each other's chicks all over the place.
do it off the air.
You always.
Hey, fine. Yeah, I'm not doing it off the air. fuck yourself.
But we talked about it on the air. You talked about how you got Melissa to come meet Ross and what all of you guys did that night at the dinner.
That's just the way I am, but f it, man. If I'm going to be called a jerk for doing that, you know what? Somebody be a jerk to me and hook me up with hot chicks.
Yeah, throw girls at you.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, you could be sure I won't call you a jerk. Boy, girls used to be marched in here and say, "Hey, let me see what's going on here." And if a girl wrote a letter that she was attracted to me, we'd book her right on the fucking show.
Absolutely, regardless of the reason.
I'd do it for myself. Call me hard up. I am hard up. Fuck it. I want it all.
You want to see what's interested?
Why not? It's like going fishing, except already they've clubbed the fish over the head.
Throw it back if you don't want it.
Yeah. They've starved the fish for 5 days. Make it a little easier. Dude, you got your wish. You could be sure you ain't meeting any chicks through me.
Thanks.
Guarantee it.
I don't need to meet chicks through you.
No, you don't.
If he met the perfect girl for you now, he'd keep her away.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
You go f yourself.
He's not going to meet the perfect.
Sit
You
home and
don't
jerk
know.
off.
He could meet the woman of your dreams.
Oh, Robin, please.
Do whatever you want, man. You want to know something? Fred met the woman of his
Yes,
dreams,
I
so
did.
f you.
Okay.
But you know something? Artie's a different guy. So.
That's right. Do
Yeah,
what you want.
he's a guy you can't do anything for.
You know, I think Artie's one of those very private people when it comes
No,
to
he's very
relationships.
bitter
Private.
because most people
I
say,
think
"Hey,
he
this is
is.
kind of fun. I get to preview
I
these
tell you,
chicks." But he's taking it like
You know
he
what?
feels he's a loser, so he's saying to me, "You're making me look like a loser."
I think he's also looking at taking a little too seriously.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's what we're saying. He's
it was
taking
as
it
serious as a
seriously.
heart attack to him yesterday when that girl came in. Because, I mean, I was a little like, wow, Artie's really like being vicious to this girl. But you know what? It's like, I don't know if it was that or maybe because of the reason she was attracted to him.
But you heard what he said. I don't
Yeah.
trust you. It's like, dude, she could.
This is such a stupid conversation.
Oh my God!
No,
now
it's
we're
not.
being attacked for this
Wow.
conversation.
Oh, yeah.
We can't have any conversations we want anymore.
Go ahead. Talk as much as you want.
Well, you're out of line calling me a jerk.
Wow.
You're out of line calling me
I
a jerk.
can't bring that up that you called him a jerk.
I remember doing it, but whatever. So, I was
I
talking
don't
on
actually have it on tape.
heat of the
but-
wrap-up show, I guess. She doesn't bring a girl on who has a fat fetish. I mean, how insulting is that? We like a girl who likes disgusting fat guys, so Artie's going to get a date. Artie's doing fine. This is ridiculous. Continue to do it because obviously the goal on the show is to make all of us uncomfortable. I'm horribly uncomfortable with it. I hate it with a red-hot passion. I will always be belligerent the way I was today. But keep doing it. I hate it. My input is I hate it.
It was the comments when they asked him about what was it, whether how she got on the show or something, and he was talking about how Levy met the girl and was setting him up, and that you and Gary, the jerks that you are, fell for it.
Well, whatever. Hey, so I'm a jerk. I'll tell you what.
I think I said suckers, not jerks.
No, you said jerks.
Well, that's a shame. Sorry. That's what happens.
Well,
People call you a jerk.
we'll have to move on.
It's not cool. It really isn't, man. It really is not cool.
Now you know how Bubba felt.
Yeah.
You know, he throws that word around a lot.
Right. I'm very disrespectful.
I never called you
Not
a
about
jerk.
disrespect.
That's not cool. That's not cool. I'm sorry, Fal. I mean, that's just not cool.
It's just not nice.
No. That's
For
just not nice.
To someone who loves you.
Yeah, I mean, really, I was happy for you. This chick was hot. And if you're not into her, fine. So you just say, hey, nice girl. Maybe I'll call her. Give me your number.
Maybe you could say Levy's a jerk.
I said that. That's how
Oh,
we
he
ended.
said worse about poor Levy. God.
That's how we ended
got
the
blasted.
segment.
Yeah, listen to this one.
Bob Levy is basically Jeffrey Dahmer if he read a joke book. Oh my God. And, I know that sounds a little harsh, but I love the guy. And, he gets out on the internet and stalks these women and throws out this web of deceit and sleaziness and hair dye and bad coke, whiskey beer breath, cheap fucking Target shirts and coupons for Sizzler's 2-for-1 steak on a Wednesday. His $40,000 house just outside of Philly somehow has a built-in pool. I have no idea what the
that looks like.
Came with the house.
His poor child who's being raised by a father who's just not there, and a mother who hates being with the father. The father's in a basement that's damp. Clearly doesn't have the proper heat or air conditioning. Somehow he gets over to this disgusting, jizz-drenched, stinky, whiskey-sobbing computer board and types out, who's out there? Who's out there in f***ing virgin creepland that I can try to f*** with my web of grossness? And eventually he gets some takers, some poor women who have a background that's clearly troubling. This girl has father issues, so he's clearly a mad Irish drunk. And
We don't know that.
She has dyed black hair.
Wow. What girl?
He pulled out a
here.
flamethrower on those people.
Why'd you say that? She doesn't have that. You don't know that.
I love Gary throwing in the disclaimer.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, the dad could call.
Yeah.
Right, well,
The dad could call and beat your ass.
let's do it.
That's ridiculous.
What's going on over there?
What's going on with you? What's all the anger about?
Nothing. There's no anger.
The girl came in here. Now you're attacking her family. You're making
know.
shit
Are
up.
you incredibly uncomfortable? There are things we can't bring up with you. Would you give us a list?
We don't know.
Well, there's no list. No.
No. We don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Good, then shut up.
Oh, everything makes you
Speech
uncomfortable.
makes him uncomfortable.
Yes, I guess talking.
Wow. Well, whatever, man. I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, don't even talk to him.
I'm doing him a favor.
Don't even look back there.
No. I mean, really, I'm not doing you any
Does this
favors.
mean I don't have to come in anymore?
What it means
No, we
is...
want you here.
What it means
No,
is...
you gotta come in.
Listen, you never have to come in here. You know that. If you hate this job that much, you never have to come in here. You know
Well, I
that.
mean, yesterday it was just terrible.
Well,
The fat
who
guy,
knew
we're
that?
gonna get the fat guy laid.
Oh, my
She's into heavy-set guys. You're a fat guy. What are you going to do about it?
You know, though,
Tony Soprano.
I have to say,
you.
this comes on the heels of a bad day that Artie had. I mean,
What bad day?
the bad day that his mom called him and he was drinking because
Dude,
of the
let me tell
comments
you
that she
something.
made.
His mom,
and I think that carried over to the next day.
Yeah, but
There
his-
was nothing awful about what his mother did.
That's right.
No, but
He
I mean,
needed an excuse to
but
drink.
I'm not saying that it was what was bad, but I'm saying
Yeah,
Artie
I
had
don't blame
a
that on my
reaction to
mother.
that, which kind of set him off.
Yeah, but his mom said nothing there.
Well, you know,
And-
he's
No,
sensitive.
Those are my issues.
That's right.
Right, he's
Yes,
sensitive about it.
Yes, that's ridiculous. That
got
his
issues.
mother called him that we should.
No, I'm not saying that she did a bad thing.
No, and I'm saying
he had
if
a bad
you got to
reaction.
start drinking in the middle of the afternoon because your mom said you used to look like George Clooney
Right,
when you were
no,
on Man
that-
TV, I mean, he's got
I'm
issues.
not blaming that on my mother.
No, definitely.
No, he's got a reaction to his mother that
Right.
he hasn't looked into yet.
But we all do. You know, mothers push buttons.
Oh, yeah.
That's their job.
Well, you have to realize that you don't bring it on us. What do we do?
I'm
we're
just
just
saying
trying to
it was
have
the
some
it was
fun
the
here.
first domino in a line of dominoes for poor Artie.
And this is
Poor
Mr.
Artie.
Roastmaster. Mr. Roastmaster is super sensitive.
I'm not the roast master.
Oh, please.
I thought Sal was the roast man.
Yeah, Sal's the roast master.
Please.
Bob Levy's the roast master.
Artie's the
No,
cleanup
I
hitter.
meant he's one of the best guys at roasting people, and spares nothing. I mean, he goes for it.
Well, what is that? I don't understand what you're talking about.
That's a roast.
This is
That's what
what
he's
we
supposed to
do.
do.
We make people uncomfortable.
Honestly, I'm going to go on record as saying this, and you can believe it or not, Artie. I did not do that to make you uncomfortable,
Well,
and you can
all right,
think that all
fine.
you want.
Okay, fine.
So if you don't like it, it, I ain't going to go out of my way. In fact, quite frankly, who needs to do that for you?
Good.
Do
It's
whatever
not
you
gonna
want to do.
It's not going to affect
thought
my life
I
in
did
any
it.
way.
I don't want my motives being called a jerk because I was doing it because, you know what? I'd want someone to do it for me. I'm real shy with women, and if a woman writes in and, you know,
If
it's a funny thing.
troll had come in here, it'd be one thing, Artie.
Yeah, but even if a troll came in, so you go, okay, hey, nice girl,
But
whatever.
that might have been a setup.
Yeah.
That
But
would have
this
been
was
funny.
just a girl who wrote us a letter.
She wrote me a letter, and I went, you know what? If some girl wrote a letter to the show, this is my weird thinking. You're giving me the smile like I don't believe a word you're saying, but I swear to God, this is the truth. If a girl wrote me a letter, I used to figure out a way to get her up here and let me look her over.
Yeah.
Even when I was married, just to see what I could get.
Absolutely.
And that's my feeling. I don't, and like my friends, you know, like I met Angie through a friend of mine, and like, you know, that happens in real life occasionally.
Yeah, how many times do you get hooked up
with anybody decent? So,
right.
I mean, I don't know if these girls are going to be decent, but you know, the girl says she looks like 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. I go, hey, maybe Artie wants to meet her, and what the hell? I mean, it might be fun on the air, slam dunk. But if the guy's going to think I'm a jerk for doing it, fuck it. I'm not doing it. Forget it. It's over.
Well, so we won't have that kind of fun anymore.
No, and believe me, on a scale of 1 to 10, that ain't that much fun for me. Watch Artie gets hooked up with a hot chick.
Right, and for you to take the time to tell some guy that a girl is interested in somebody other than you, that's, you know.
Quite frankly,
that's major for you.
I'd rather March chicks in here are interested in me.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that Artie should realize that.
I do it all the time. I beg the interns to come in here and tell me they love me. I got my own pathetic thing going. But,
is this what it's about? Because I got voted most popular.
No, it's about the fact that I know that as a man, this is me. I projected this onto you.
Right.
I like to see what the f***'s out there that wants to f*** me. That's it.
Well, it came up on the wrap-up show. She has a boyfriend.
Well, I heard that too. I heard that too, and I got a letter from the guy. I didn't know it. I got a letter from him yesterday, an email, and it turns out it's the same way Artie kind of has a girlfriend now.
Oh, it's not that solid.
Yeah, I mean,
it's way more committed than anything I got going.
What, are they living together?
Well, the guy said, look, I would clearly be upset if she slept with somebody.
Well, you don't think that girl who's sleeping with you would be upset?
Of course she would.
She's upset I'm sleeping with her.
I don't want to spend all morning on this. I'm just saying.
Really?
No, I don't care. It's not going to happen anymore. I guarantee it.
Well, I'm very upset because I wanted to see the girl.
You'll get over it. When you're in Burgundy, you'll get over it.
Julia Roberts could write me a letter. I ain't giving it to Artie. Rip up any emails.
I don't want
chicks.
Julia Roberts. She's lost her look.
Jessica Alba.
You know, it's funny.
She's not hot enough for Artie.
Jessica Alba calls, I'll do it.
No, you won't, because you won't know about it.
She's not gonna get. You're not gonna get the letter.
You know what, Howard?
You're never gonna know.
I'll take the chance that ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh, Jessica, write us today. Write us today.
Hey, Gary, I don't want Artie getting any emails from any girls.
Good.
From this show.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
You're
this
on.
is replayed all day, Artie.
All right. That's it. You're done.
Girls, stop writing. Artie does not want to meet you.
Yes.
Doesn't even matter. He ain't going to meet you. I'm going to make sure of it. You know, I always feel so guilty.
I'll have to meet women off the air.
When I get good luck. When I get these emails from these broads, even sometimes I get emails from people like who want to give people work and this and that. I feel I should give everybody every opportunity. I'm like that. I get paranoid if I don't. Like
that
even
you might be
every dumb little request.
Right.
And it's like I go,
blocking
man,
fate.
Like this chick might be hot, and if I Artie up on this and don't help out, I'm an asshole. That's when I'm an asshole. That's when I'm being greedy.
No, if you get a girl on the air who likes fat guys, I'll insult this guy who I say is my friend on the air and go, could you believe this hot chick likes fat guys? I'll do my bro, the gayest thing ever, bro. Says that. And
I do, douchebag.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is douchebag better?
Yeah, and you want to know something? I thought you were a bro. Honestly.
I don't want to be a bro. I don't even know what the that means.
You know exactly what it means. A dear friend. And you know what?
He can't take it. He can't
you're not my fucking bro.
Good.
Off.
He'll keep Fred as a bro.
It's
That's
better
right.
like
so
that.
there.
Off.
Oh, man.
I mean it. I mean, really. Bro
He's
is
insulting.
Bro, hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. In my day, because I grew up in the 60s, when you called somebody a bro and you fucking meant it, it meant something to people.
Well, it's 2007.
Well, okay, bro.
Like, you know what's happening in 2007, Mr. AC/DC.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen.
You're still living back in the
Can we get it up to 80s? Right, I'm in the 80s still. He's in the 60s. It's still 20 years ahead.
I happen to use that term a lot, and you know what? I use it with my friend Dr. Lou. and I use it for
Listen,
my friend Pat, and my friend Pat calls me a bro. So let me tell you something.
Here's what you're not
I'll be
admitting.
sure not to call you a bro, because you're not a bro. And I am admitting the truth here. I did it out of friendship.
You're not admitting that that segment was supposed to make me look like a fat guy.
I will never admit that. Bullshit.
And
I would do the same for myself.
It's embarrassing for me on the air, and that's what's entertaining about it.
You've got it 100% wrong if you think that's my motivation in this.
What if I strolled in a girl who's into geeky-looking pelican hot guy?
I cared about you.
And she's got a fetish. She's into pelicans.
Bring her in. So you're saying I look like a pelican.
Yeah, you're saying I'm fat. The whole segment is about...
You're fat.
The whole
and
segment
I look like
is
a
about
pelican.
this hot chick somehow liking an obese, disgusting
Fuck
guy.
off. You're a asshole. You're an asshole, and you better see a psychiatrist.
You know what?
Go take another tab of that keeps you off heroin. You can't
I'm
keep
gonna need it
yourself
today.
off. Baby.
What was the last time Artie got something so wrong? I'm trying to remember the subject.
Oh, it happens every day. Jeez.
You're out of your fucking mind.
time?
I mean it. You owe me a big fucking fat apology. Pelican.
Like me?
Yeah.
Like a fat apology, like I'm fat?
You owe me a big fat apology.
You
from a
point
big
out
fat
my
man.
physical
You're
flaws
full
every
of shit. Come on, you're full of shit.
The point of that segment was Artie's fat.
No, I'm a fat because I called you a bro. Well, you know what, man? You're off the bro list.
Good.
There's lots of people
to be on the bro list?
You're not on it.
I don't want to be on it.
You're not on it.
I don't care if
You're
I'm
off.
on it or not.
Believe me.
I don't care if I'm on anybody's bro list.
And since bro is such a weird term to you because you've never heard it before.
I've heard it before.
Maybe it's because you got no bros.
You're right. I have no
There's
bros.
a lot of guys I know who I think of like a brother. And one of them is Pat 𝗵nci𝗍, and the other one of them, who I refer to bro, is my friend Dr. Lou.
Well, I'm sure you're very good friends with him. Would you stroll in?
And I don't call Sal,
if Dr.
bro.
Lou, I don't know what Dr. Lou looks like, but if he had some odd thing about his look, would you stroll in somebody here and go?
A girl wrote me a letter and said, I'm attracted to Artie. I'm attracted to heavy-set men. That's what she said.
Right, so you turned it into fat.
You turned it into fat.
No,
you said
did.
fat disgusting. I'll play your words on the wrap-up show.
The name of the segment was it's a chick who's into fat.
You know what? I can tell you right now.
You're fat, Artie.
I'll print out what we wrote yesterday, and that's not what's written on the
Gary,
page.
I can't. You're clearly on the bro list, and I can't trust anybody.
Artie can say that. Artie goes, and you call
you, man.
Howard, Artie can say you
really,
call me
you. That's insulting. You're questioning my motives.
I mean, come on. Will you be honest with yourself
I'm being
right now?
100% honest.
Your
never
goal
did
was
it
just to do me a favor and get me laid.
No, my goal was, it was interesting to see if Artie would be attracted to this girl.
It's interesting to see a hot chick into a fat guy.
No.
That's what's interesting.
What, every girl who came in... Listen, I hooked Fred up. Was he a fat guy?
No, but that's a totally different story. That was a dial-a-date. I don't know what Fred's situation was. I don't know if he wanted that
Every
to
girl
happen.
who marched in here was into fat guys. No, the girls were into Artie. And I brought him in as a brotherly thing.
Fred, did you ask for a dial-a-date, or was
you know
it just
what?
sort
It
of
was,
given
oddly enough, ironically enough, fat girl dial-a-date didn't show up that morning.
And we had
I volunteered to go on dial-a-date to save the segment. And it totally was an accident that anything happened.
You might think that I did it because your self-esteem is so fucking low, but I did it because I would do it for anybody who was a major player on the show. If they wrote a letter to Robin, if they wrote a letter to Fred, if they wrote a letter to me, and if they wrote a letter to Jerry.
And let me say one.
And I've had tons of chicks come in here, and I go, how could a chick be into me, man? I'm fucking ugly. So thanks for referring to me as a pelican face. And I'll tell you something else.
Well, thanks for referring to me as a fat, obese every single day.
I do not. That's bull.
Yeah, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
You do.
No, you do, Howard.
All right. Oh, you don't. You don't talk about how much you weigh.
You don't talk about your looks?
I do.
Yeah, right, okay.
So now you have to attack me because I set you up with a chick.
Who's attacking you? You're attacking me.
You attacked me. You called me a jerk for doing that for you. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to be a jerk anymore. I'm not going to do anything for you.
Fine.
Do whatever the you got to do.
Good.
Artie's got to do what Artie's got to do. Even
I didn't say that.
And, you know, sorry I called you a bro because I felt close to you. But off.
Dude, you're not close. How are we? We're not friends. We're not
I work with you every day and
we
talk
work
to you.
together. We're not friends.
You know what? You know what? It makes me feel close to you. You're somebody who helps my show. You're somebody who works with me. We have a good time jamming together in the morning.
I'm proud to be a part of this show for the rest of my life.
So that would make you my bro.
That doesn't make us friends.
That makes me. You know something? I'm shocked to hear you say you don't think you're my friend.
Well, how are we friends? What do we do that would indicate a friendship?
We spend 5 hours together in each other's head on the air together. I allow maybe 3 or 4 people in this world to do that. Maybe it's not typical friendship.
Friend?
I don't sit there and enable you to drink and shit, but at least, maybe those are your friends. But the fact of the matter is, I sit here every morning and share my livelihood with you because I think you're a great guy and a fun guy and a guy I want to hang with 4 or 5 hours a day. How many of your so-called good friends you hang with 5 hours a day?
I don't work with them. We work together.
So what? You can't be friendly with some.
There's people who spend 8 hours a day with people.
You can't feel close to somebody you work with?
Sure, I feel close to you in the sense that, I care about you and I think you're a good person, but I don't consider us the closest of friends.
I didn't say we're the closest of friends.
Nobody said bosom buddies.
I said you're my bro.
That's what he's sort of saying.
We're comrades in this. We work hard together. We're both on the same team. You know what? Football players think of each other in brotherly ways. They get out on the field and they fight together as men. We've been through a lot of battles together at this point. You've thrown in with me.
Why would
You've thrown your career in with me, and you question my fucking motive with getting you a girl?
Why would you question? Well, you can't question my motives on the air.
And you question my motive
for
you say I'm not your bro, I'm not a friend. You.
That's not what a friend does. A friend doesn't parade a chick in here who's into fat guys.
Guys in the arm, bullshit.
No, that's not what a friend does.
Well, don't worry, it won't happen again.
A friend off the air says this girl might want to date you. Everything's on the air with you. Everything's on the air with you. Not everything.
I don't know any girls off the air. No one's written me a letter in my personal life saying I want to go out with Artie. Please, let's do it.
So you can make it your personal life. You could say, a girl wrote me a letter. Why don't we get together and have dinner? I think she might like you. That's what a bro does.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of takers in that department. If a girl approached me, I would do it. I haven't been approached.
A girl wrote you a letter. You don't have to make it on the air. You don't have to make it an on-air thing.
Oh, I won't anymore. You know what?
And it proves that she might not just want to be on the air.
And my motive for putting it on the air, my friend, is that I am very uncomfortable meeting people off the air. So, okay, I put that into you. I said, you know what? This is easy. If you don't like the chick, you never have to call her. You kind of screen her out on the air. It's a
no.
If
I don't like the chick, it turns into this.
And if you
really
like her,
I don't like the chick off the air, you move on. It's a private issue.
No, but you had to fucking make it a big deal of it yesterday.
No. You made a big deal out of it by making it a bit for the air. So I reacted the way I reacted, and that's what happened.
I made it a bit for the air so you wouldn't be embarrassed to meet these
You're uncomfortable about meeting people off the air. Yes. Why does that mean I have to be?
I was wrong, clearly. But my motive wasn't a bad one. My motive was because I wish someone would do it for me.
Your motive was to make an entertaining segment for the show, and you're turning that into something like you're my personal friend. You did this as a friend thing. You wanted it to be exactly what this has turned into, a major issue for the show.
You know how many different people who have written me letters and said they want to meet so-and-so on the show and so-and-so on the show, and I go, no. Yeah, of course it'd be interesting.
Well, because maybe,
but also, it wasn't my intention to embarrass you. It was my intention, like, hey, what if the chick's hot?
You embarrassed me. I'm telling you, you embarrassed me.
I apologize then, and I assure you, my friend, it will never happen again.
Fine, good.
Yeah, it will never happen again. You will not have any girls marching in here saying they're attracted to you. You could go f yourself if
somebody wrote me a letter and said, I love you, and you were single. Somebody wrote me a letter, and you were single and said, you know what, I'm in love with Howard. I would come to you off the air and say, hey, you want to get dinner with this girl? You want to meet her? I wouldn't parade her on the air as
I would rather have it. I would rather have it that way.
What the wrong with you? Why didn't you put that on the air?
Yeah, I would have kicked her ass.
That's good. That's because he's nuts. Everything's got to be on the air.
I'm not nuts. I'm telling you, I'd rather screen somebody through the air than screen them off the air.
Do you realize I don't think I've ever had a real conversation with you off the air?
Oh, no, you have.
No, I haven't.
That's a lie.
No, I haven't.
I sat you down as a friend because I was worried about you. Let me tell you something. There are too many people that would do that.
You made fun of that whole situation.
Bullshit.
You know, this is how you get rewarded for honesty on the show. I let out that I was addicted to heroin.
And I cared about you.
Yeah, for 2 seconds, and then there's 82 song parodies, and the next day you're playing my phone messages. That's Artie on heroin. Here, listen, that's Artie calling us up on heroin. And then you just yell it out on the Letterman show, and you somehow got an ounce of decency and called him and said, I'm not comfortable with that.
No, you talked about it on Letterman. You blurted out on the air, and I talked about it, thinking, well, if he's talking about it on our air, and then I said to Letterman, would you please edit that out because I'm concerned that it might affect Artie.
Right.
But he doesn't care about
But then for 5 hours a day on a show that's got more listeners than Letterman, you
you talked about it here.
Right. I blurted it out in a time that was a very difficult moment.
Okay,
and you
so
weren't
don't be mad at me for that.
What are we talking about here? Now we're on to heroin? We were talking about the girl.
He's attacking me for everything.
He's got a lot of issues now with you.
I know. But
I'm talking about our on-air and off-air relationship because you brought that up. The friendship
I didn't bring it up. You said I'm not your friend, so fine. I'm not your f***ing friend. Who cares?
Well,
I thought I was.
You have a conversation about something that doesn't exist.
If you came to me with any request or anything, I would make it happen. And the fact of the matter
you
is,
as well. The fact
of the matter is, I do consider you a friend, and I've invited you to my home several times. You've told me you can't come. And
I've been to your home.
And it's probably, I've invited you 90% more to my house than you've ever invited me to your house. When did you ever invite me to your house?
I invited you to my house once. I did. I invited you to play cards once, and you said you were going on a trip.
Oh, well, I was away.
Right.
But I've invited you to my
I
home.
just sit home and go, I don't want to go to Howard's? I had something to do.
I don't know, man. I'm just telling you, man. I don't invite people who aren't my friends to my home. When you were going through your with Dana, I said, do you come out and hang out with me and Jimmy? And you felt funny about it? I said, come on out. Let's have some fun. No, I'm not a friend, Artie. You're a f***ing asshole. You got f***ing major issues. And that real conversation I had with you, you should go see that f***ing psychiatrist, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. It's getting to you.
What's getting to me? Nothing's getting to me.
When you're sucking on those tabs, something's getting to you.
Well, listen, I'm
telling you, I don't want to
make no question about the fact that I'm an addict.
An addict means something,
Well,
pal.
that's covering something, Artie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's
I've had those issues a long time.
Yeah, like from birth.
But this is a different situation.
Oh, boy.
This is not a different situation.
Rating a chick who's into fat guys.
Oh, you devil.
Sorry, won't happen again. I apologize.
Don't do it again.
I said I wouldn't. You can be sure you will see no women here who are into you.
Thank you.
You go f yourself. Crying out loud. Guy. Bro's so gay.
The gayest term.
Well, maybe it is. But we got a couple of bros.
You can't love some people.
No. F you.
Friend.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And your f***ing girls and everything else and heroin and all your bullshit.
Play.
Yeah. And gee, no real conversation.
Nobody's
it's been
ever
real
been
easy.
uncomfortable on this show but Artie. That's not fair.
Hey.
I said, go ahead and keep bringing bro. I'll continue to be uncomfortable.
I'm quiet over there.
I don't make the rules here.
I'm talking to Howard. I'm not talking to you.
Go right ahead.
Pretend you can't hear me.
And it's true.
I wish I could.
My number one priority is always good radio.
I know that.
Absolutely.
And I think I've given you a lot of that over the years with my fuck body.
More good radio than anybody. And I love you for it, but I'm sorry I said I love you.
And I'm not even referring to being talented. I'm referring to being a up.
So when I say I love you for that, is that gay? Or am I a bad man?
I
You're
almost
not my
died
bro?
of alcohol poisoning on the show.
Well, whatever.
Who fucking forced you to drink?
Oh, I'm kidding. I said that as a joke.
Sure.
Listen, I'm no more women.
I'm not
for
saying you guys forced me to drink.
You question my motive. You're right.
Asshole.
The motive is always
You took me to Las Vegas. That's forcing me to
The
drink.
motive is always something good behind it.
I understand
jet,
you.
I'm not looking to
all
hurt you.
All I say is, listen, dude.
Yeah.
I would take a bullet for you.
No,
you know,
you wouldn't.
you're one of my.
You probably
Yes, I would. You don't know me. You do not know me. You do not know me
I
the
know
way you
where it's
think you
at.
know
Now.
me.
Honestly, I know where it's at.
No, you don't know me the way you think you know.
Howard, he'll be holding the gun.
Not to change the subject, but Benji was taking his shirt off.
Robin would never shoot
Could you put a stop to that?
Why are you taking your shirt off?
What?
Please don't make this about you.
No, all right. He was taking his shirt off and he's got his hat off, and you see the stubbly on his head now.
When the song came out,
looks like a ball sack.
But then
I don't need you to be naked now.
Right.
It's not funny. You're never funny with that.
This is the
Your man.
breakup of a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I had a perception of Artie. That's
I mean,
completely
Artie's
false.
pouring his heart out, and this idiot is taking his clothes off.
I'm trying to be, what I said came out the wrong way. I'm trying to tell you, you say all the time the most important thing in your life is this radio show. And it's probably why it's...
No, my children and Beth are.
Okay, I get that.
All
I
right.
understand. I mean, I know what you mean when you say that.
Yes,
But
it's
after
true.
your children and Beth.
Right. This is very important to
Okay,
me.
I get it. So, and it's probably why the show is what it is. It has become what it is. And it's probably why I was a fan and I always wanted to be here and everything. I'm saying I understand that relationship you have with this show is more important than the relationship you have with me. And that's fine with me. But I'm saying don't pretend
That's not true.
Yeah, but... Yes, it is, Howard. Come on.
That's not true. You're important to me because of
And
this
I
show.
don't care about that. As a matter of fact, I envy you for that. I wish I could be that passionate about a profession. Maybe I'd be more successful than I am.
Well, why don't you admit you are passionate about this profession instead of hiding behind, oh, I don't give a shit about
I am.
anything.
All I'm saying is, if I knew a guy who was, when I was thinner, an incredibly fat guy, and a chick wanted to come on as a fat fetish on this show, before
Not
I
fat
did it,
fetish, fat fetish
before
about
I
you.
did it on the
about Artie. She's into Artie.
No. She's into fat guys. She's into fat guys.
She wasn't into Ganji. Ganji's a fat guy.
Yeah, but Howard,
you're Artie.
She said she's into fat guys.
Listen,
That's
I didn't
what she said
I
she's
didn't
into.
sit and do an analysis
Here's
of her
what,
letter.
if someone
She
was
liked
my,
you.
If someone
I figured,
was my
okay.
friend, if someone was my friend, and I cared about
Well,
them
I'm not
more
your friend,
than the radio
clearly.
show,
Yeah.
I would pull him aside and go, "Listen, is this going to bug you?" She's
Well, isn't
into
it great
fat
how
guy,
you
blah,
do
blah, blah.
everything just right?
No, dude,
No,
I'm not
I
saying
know
I
it's
do
a
everything
bit.
just right.
I know it's a bit, but you know what? Behind the bit, I know it's a joke, the bit. I know that. I know it's a bit. But even I'm like, hey, here's a bit. Yeah, bring the girl in. Ha, ha, ha. But meanwhile, if she's hot, I'm going to go out with her.
And it's not like I'm begging you to do it.
You're not. And I clearly misread that because that's something I'd want someone to do for me. If any letter came in and someone said, hey, you're going to get to meet this chick's into you, that's like a huge icebreaker for me. So I would like that. You clearly don't.
There's a lot of times I'm uncomfortable.
But I didn't mean
There's a lot
to
of times
to ridicule you.
There's a lot of times I'm uncomfortable with goes on the show. But the fact of the matter is, everybody here gets uncomfortable with you got to bite the bullet.
Right.
And, you know, the heroin song parodies, that stuff is really, really personal, like, really makes me feel awful.
Right,
but I
get all of that.
But I bite the bullet.
But I get all that. The fact that the only hurtful part of this conversation is that you think my motives in doing that were to make you less of a man, and it wasn't.
Well, that's what it felt like.
Okay. And the second thing that's just hurtful to me is that you goofed on me because I care about you. That
But
I do
Howard,
consider
you
you my
goof on
bro.
me every day,
No, but I consider
every
you a
second of
brother.
every day.
We are, you know what? If you and I were in the trenches
that's
together in the
fine.
army, you would be my friend for life, even if we didn't see each other for 25 years. Fred's been at my side for 30 years.
Well,
he is
that's
every
a
bit my
special
fucking
bond.
bro.
I know that. I
and
know.
you've been
and
here
he's
for
never
7
been insulted or denigrated
whatever.
on this show.
Right.
You've been here.
Never.
No, but the point is,
Could you stop laughing
through
around?
thick and thin, I will call that guy my brother. Now, that's something out of the 60s. I understand that. And that's something you don't relate to as a younger man. But the fact of the matter is...
It's something your generation
the
lacks.
feeling behind it...
I come from a generation.
You come from a generation. And the
Actually,
fact of the matter
I do, when you
you
think
do.
about it.
And the fact of the matter is, the same goes for you. Yeah, two army buddies might not see each other for 50 years, and they see
But
each
there's
other,
a bond.
and they embrace each other.
How you're comparing this to being in
Yes, to me,
Vietnam?
not
my
I didn't say
God.
Vietnam. I said an army.
Right.
And the fact of the matter
How
is...
am I not loyal to you on this show?
I didn't say you weren't. Did I ever accuse you not being loyal?
There's nothing.
I'm saying to you, you ridiculed me for saying you're my brother and you're my friend. You're saying that it's not a friendship if you're together 5 hours a day on the air. Okay, it's on the air. But I feel like you're on my side. When I'm down and I feel like the world is coming in on me, when I come into this room, I go, thank God I've got Artie, Fred, Robin, not so much Benji, but, and yes, even you, Benji. But I go, thank God I have these people because, like, no matter how bad the gets, especially when it went down with the censorship and Tom, and I'm always getting suspended and I would say I just have this refuge. And when I'd get down in my career, Robin would, like be there, like laughing at me and doing like the radio with me, and I go, oh, thank God, because it's making me feel like I got a team.
I know.
I'm not alone.
I know. Can I explain something to you? Let me just say
that's
something.
what you
Let me say
mean
one
to
thing
me.
to you.
And for you to ridicule that, it just sucks.
Talk about ridicule. Suppose you were a fat guy.
I was under a whole different
Suppose you were
impression
fat,
about
and you're
you.
the most self deprecating guy there is usually,
Right.
and you're very aware of your physical being, right?
Right.
Suppose you were fat and you really were embarrassed by the way you look.
Okay.
You work on a guy's radio show, and someone says, "What's going on today?" Well, a chick with loves fat guys is coming in to see if
I didn't mean to insult you.
Of course, it's insulting. How could you not? What kind of world
The
are you
girl
living
said
in if
she
you
was
don't
into
realize
you.
that's
She likes
insulting?
fat guys, and I figured you're not uptight about you being fat. I didn't know you were so uptight about being called a fat guy.
I'm uptight, dude. You're the one who told me to go to a
He doesn't
shrink.
know you. He's
No,
not
you need
even
to
a
go
friend.
You are wrong.
How would he know?
You're changing
Howard,
this.
listen,
My
you're
motivation
trying to
wasn't to
defend
humiliate
yourself
you.
as a person.
My motivation wasn't to humiliate you. It was for you to meet a girl.
Yesterday, you were being a fantastic radio personality and a friend. That's what you were doing. Yes, you were.
But that wasn't my motivation.
Okay, fine.
And I don't care
then I'm
what you
telling
think.
you how I feel.
All right, and I'm telling you that was not true.
And I'm saying I don't want you to change a thing about the show.
No, I know. I know what you're
But this
saying.
conversation is happening. I don't know what the to do about it. I'm being honest with
Artie,
you.
because you feel something, does it make it real?
Explain that. What are you talking about?
You felt it doesn't mean he meant it.
Let's see what people say. Let's go to King of All Blacks. Go ahead.
You know. I'm with Artie today, man.
What?
I'm at the side with Artie today.
Oh, you.
Well, let him talk.
Yeah, fat guys. All the fat guys call. See if you're being insulted.
Go ahead, King. Why do you side with Artie on this? I'm not even sure what the argument's about, but go ahead.
Because it's like if you seen a girl that was hot that maybe Beth knew. And
I don't know any girls like that, and I would do that for Artie.
And in his personal life, he would do that.
No friend. First of all, Beth doesn't have a lot of female friends, and the ones that do have not approached me about Artie.
Yeah, but what he's saying is, why would you bring it on the air, and why is
because it was something that I would want done for me.
Because he's being a great radio guy.
No.
He's not being a friend. He's not thinking of me as a
I
friend.
thought it was an interesting segment, but also I did it out of friendship.
It was clearly fascinating. It dominated the show, and it's dipped over into this.
I want to know something.
Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
think it was a particularly good segment, quite frankly. If you want to know my analysis.
It turned into this, so people are probably enjoying this.
Let me say something, because
I'm
you're
ripping
missing
my heart out.
something. You're missing something here, both you and the king, that the girl, we don't know her from Adam.
We don't.
Right, okay, so what
So
does that
where
mean?
are we going to introduce you? In his apartment? A total stranger?
You got her to come here and say, we'll meet you at the diner.
Right. She wanted to be on the radio and meet you.
Exactly.
Fine. But that's to me, that's an entree to meeting a chick.
Yeah, but Robin, you don't know her personally.
Fred met his wife on the radio. It ain't such a bad
It's a
deal.
different situation.
No, it's not. It's the exact same
No, it
thing.
isn't. No, it isn't. It's a dial a date.
I
Fred was a willing participant.
She didn't know him any
Fred
better
didn't
than that girl
day
knew
know
you.
It was a dial a date. It was a willing participant.
didn't
I
know
think
that
you're
day.
blindsided by it.
He didn't know that day. We did it.
I think Artie's objecting to the whole framing of the fat thing.
All right, but how many times have we introduced them to girls? It's not about being fat. They're attracted to Artie.
The dial a date wasn't. The dial a date wasn't. Oh, we're gonna get this freak Fred laid.
On the
You
air
should've
for
heard that
me,
dial-a-date.
doing this on the air
I
is an
did hear it.
excuse to do it. Otherwise, it's creepy for me. I'm talking about my own life. Like, I get creeped out. Like, oh, I'm going to go meet some chick who wrote me a letter. It's like kind of like a cool way to screen it. It's good radio. And
Also,
P.S.
it's a total stranger, and anybody could be writing. You get a chance to preview her in a public forum where it's not
it's actually
dangerous
safe.
or
Exactly.
The bigger
And that's
issue
all
is
I meant by it.
I've
That's all I meant by it.
confided with you, and you just bring up on the air. If there's stuff I don't tell you now because I know you now, and I know your move. You bring stuff on the air.
I've never brought up anything you said don't bring up.
Yes, you did.
Liar.
The $500 story. The time I told you
The
that.
$500
Did you tell him that was
You
in confidence?
Of course I told him. I said, I don't want this on the air.
I don't remember you ever saying I want this on the air.
Then you know what? You got selective memory.
All right, then I'm wrong. I apologize. I don't remember that.
I said to you, I don't want this on the air, and I told you that story.
No.
And then you went on the air.
I went on the air and said, what? Artie, do you want to tell that story? I gave it up to you.
Right, you kept
No, bullshit.
I had a choice at that point.
Get a tape of that. I want to hear me bringing up something that he told me not to.
And then I confided you in something about Dana on the phone, and you just blurted it out. And now I know that.
What was that?
What was that?
Blurt it out again. No.
We talked about. He did. Well, he did. He's like,
what did I say?
I remember looking at you like, how did you just say that? What the was the issue? I was talking.
There was one thing. He's right. I think this might be it. Go ahead.
Of course it was, and I'm like,
all right, okay, I might have up. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, but Howard, listen. But the point is, I would never in a million years think about doing that to you, and you do it, and you go, oh,
you make
sorry,
it like I do it all the time. Bullshit.
That's two examples to where I'm scared.
Many people here have told me things in confidence.
If I tell you something in person that you think would be so incredible for the air, you know you're going to figure out a way to pick it up.
No,
bring it up
I would say to you, Artie, can we talk about that on the air?
Yeah, you do that on the air.
Right. And if you say no, it doesn't go any further. 6 million people hear it, and all of a sudden it's like, why is Artie being a fuck? It's just a ridiculous. Sometimes it seems like in retrospect you could, after the fact.
But this last thing, you just didn't even ask me. You just said it.
You're right.
I'm going to try to.
What was it, though?
I don't even know if I want to say it.
You know what it was? Because it was nothing.
No, yes, it was something very big to me.
Was it? What was it?
Yes. I don't want to say it again.
You don't remember?
Well, I remember it was something very big, and I don't want to say it.
If it's so big, what is it?
Well, why do I want to say it again?
You just fucking busted my balls.
Now. I am not. You just remember doing it. You remember doing it. Did you not just say you remember doing it?
Yes, I did. But I know
you're admitting it.
But I know it was nothing.
Oh, God.
You know
it was nothing to him.
How do you know
He's busting my balls now.
No, so you just were judge and jury in your head.
Yes.
Thought it was nothing to me, and you blurted it out. Okay.
No, he didn't. Did you just blurt it out? You didn't even ask him?
No, I said to him, "Can I say this?"
No, you did not.
Oh, you mean I just blurted it out?
Yes.
All right. Well, remember what it is if it's so important.
You're admitting you did it.
I'm admitting I asked you if I could say it.
Oh my God!
But maybe I did. You want to know? So honestly, all bullshit. I don't even remember if I blurted it out or I asked you first. But if I did, what was the thing that's so bothering you?
I don't feel like talking about it.
You don't remember it. Tell the truth now that you don't remember.
You can't even bring it up in your brain.
You won't even bring it up because you don't remember.
I told you that I was disappointed in Dana.
All right.
For not,
sticking by you.
Exactly.
Right.
That's a revelation?
He said it a million times.
Personal. People have different things that mean stuff to them. I don't know what means anything to you.
He's right about that. That's true. But that was not the only time. Honestly,
this is how it came up on the air. He goes, "How many times, Art, have you said to me that Dana didn't stick by you and she should have stuck by?" And I was like, that was like getting hit with a bat in the face.
Artie, how many times have I f***ed up in the 7 or 8? How many years you been on this show?
Dude, if it happens once,
did I ever reveal any contents of anything? No, one time it happened.
Twice.
What's the second time?
The $500 hooker thing.
Bullshit. I will go to my grave saying you're full of shit.
He asked before that.
That's
you
right.
Gave permission.
I don't even know. I don't even remember him telling me that off the air, honestly.
But that's
and if
exactly
he did, I know I would never tell it.
50 people knew that when you were telling me. I was the only one who didn't know.
Tim, go ahead.
Artie, wah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was good.
And Howard,
timed.
did you honestly mention this prior to Artie yesterday?
What?
Did you mention this prior to the show about this chick coming on about a fat person? And Artie, you did it to yourself.
I know. I didn't know anything about it.
I knew about it.
It wasn't a surprise to you. He mentioned it before.
Hey, Jason, print out the letter. Print out the letter the chick sent, because Artie.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Want to hear it?
I guarantee it's some. I guarantee it's a letter you read and you go, "Wow, this will be good for my friend."
No, honestly, I think I read about the first 3 lines and I decided it would be good for my friend.
Okay. Well, we'll see what the.
All right. I read like maybe 2 sentences.
Well, first of all, right there, wouldn't you read the rest of it?
No, I was just like,
the
hey,
last paragraph. She's like, and at the end, I like to stab fat guys after I.
When did she say that?
I'm saying you didn't read the whole letter. It could say anything.
It was just she goes, I'm a really cute girl who wants to have with Artie. I went, okay, that'll be interesting and fun.
And then what? I mean, there could be anything after that. I mean, you should read the whole letter.
Oh, get out of here.
Did Artie
I
know
don't read
this
the whole
before the
anything.
show?
What?
Did Artie know this before the show?
No, but I don't know. I don't know
I
about it.
promoted.
Yes, you
If
did
he knew
for
it before the
days.
show when he went on.
Not for
then he
days.
just
I
wanted-
heard about it in the morning.
No, he had said it before that there's this girl who wrote a letter who really likes Artie.
Well, I mean, I don't
By the way, it's on Lotus Notes too. If Artie ever bothered to,
I
you know,
don't,
read
I'm not
that.
on there. Everybody
He
knows I'm
can't
not on there.
turn
It's
on
not like
his
I'm keeping.
computer.
I'm not keeping it a secret.
Artie, you ungrateful.
Of course.
What a friend Howard is. And you know what? I think Artie's going to end up leaving the show. I think this situation.
I am. I'm going to leave the show.
Situation today opened up a door about how Howard treats his friends, and everybody that
got
knows
nothing to
Howard
do
knows
with
that
it.
he's an air man. He loves everything on the air. And you
Well, that's
accepted
true.
it, and you took it, you went with it. Now you're going to sit here and
Is that true? Are you leaving the show?
Well,
Artie?
can I? Well, yeah, I'm probably going to leave in January.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Is
but
this
not
an
for
announcement?
but not for show business though.
What reason?
Well, I have to. I went to the doctor recently, and I have to take a break. I have to dry out. I have to go. I'm going to go to like Europe or something, and just stay there for 6 months and like hike or something.
Really?
I have to. It's not a show business thing at all. Matter of fact, if something happens with the Fox deal, I would probably do it in New York and do both. If I'm going to stay in show business, I might as well stay here.
Right.
But this is something I don't know.
So you're announcing you're leaving
my
the show.
My doctor got me scared.
What doctor?
I went to get a full like checkup, you know, and it's not a pretty picture, and I'm
See,
burnt. I'm very burnt. I'm burnt the
Here's
fuck
the thing.
out.
Here's the thing I don't understand about
I considered rehab.
Can I tell you something? I don't get something about you. Well, I'm not going to say anything. Forget it.
No, but
it's not my place.
But go ahead.
No,
I mean,
no, it's not my place.
We're
But
on
so
the
you're,
air,
so you're telling me
if
now
you
that
were
you're
a friend,
leaving.
he'd talk to you. But
So you're telling me you're leaving in January?
Well, I might even go to rehab.
Really?
Yeah.
But why wait till January?
Just
is
not
right.
rehab. I'm not.
Because he wants to have fun
I'm not
first.
abusing anything right now. It's like I don't know what to call it. Like I need to dry out.
you need a mental hospital, like a nervous breakdown place?
I might.
That's
I'm
what he
burnt.
needs.
I'm burnt out, and I need a break. And like, if at the end of 6 months I come back and you know, there's something going on. To me, I'm finding out about myself. I always thought I needed like attention in show business, and I'm finding I don't. I could be happy if I ever really dealt with the issues I have in my head properly. I think I could be happy working at a deli or something.
That's what you think.
And I have a good amount of money packed away. You know, I don't
I'm
live.
gonna
I
tell
don't
you what
live.
you-
in- I don't
you
live
want me
an
to make a prediction?
I don't live an extravagant lifestyle.
Here's my prediction about you.
I'm not leaving the show. I'm leaving show business.
Okay.
Technically,
Here's what my prediction.
I'll be 40.
Oh, my God.
Here's my prediction about you.
Right. I'm gonna die in Italy.
No.
No.
This is what you think you need. So I'll be the first one to encourage
But I
you
feel
to
like
do
I'm
it.
dying.
Straight, do it.
You're going to feel like you're dying when you do this in 6 months. Yeah, I mean, you're going to go away for 6 months, and you're still going to feel like you're dying.
You think I'm gonna go mental?
I know you're going to go
But
mental.
what if I hire like
You just proved that you're mental right now.
Because you
I'm
could do
almost feeling like
this.
the
You
book
could
The
do-
Razor's Edge. I want to go
No.
hang with a monk in Tibet. I'm searching for some sort of peace that I've never found.
We have 3 years left here, and it could either be glorious, and this is. I'm not convincing you to do one thing or the other. You could do whatever you want, but it could be glorious, and you could work on yourself while you have this work that you're doing now,
right?
And feel great, and go to a psychiatrist. Start to do the hard work of opening up.
I've tried for 6
not gonna
years.
be
I've
easy.
tried to fit that into my
Oh, come on.
situation, and
You're not willing to do it. So going and living like in Italy,
Europe, in a monk's.
you're not going to feel any better.
I'm not talking about the rest of my life. I'm talking about for 6 months, just drying out. No more to road.
Dry
no
out
more
today. Try out today.
I'm
No
not-
more road,
look,
and
I'm
do
not
your
saying,
radio
I'm not
show.
abusing any drug
No,
right
I know
now,
that.
but I'm really just.
You feel like you're
Howard,
gonna burst.
Howard, I'm going nuts.
You're going to feel like you're bursting.
Yes.
All right.
Literally and fit mind.
What I'm telling you,
everything.
the secret is, and trust me on this, I've lived a little longer than you.
Right.
As someone who has had similar feelings, many points in his life, it comes down to no matter where you are.
But you had something connecting you, your kids. You know, I mean, I got I feel like I got an open canvas there, and I could just go try to.
Well, you don't
find some sort of peace.
All right, well then look at me, Artie. You think I've never felt the way you do, or wanted to run away, or saying I just need time off because I have to get.
I'm not asking for time. I would never ask you guys for time off.
No, I'm not saying
No,
that.
that's
I'm
it.
talking about in life, taking like the time out.
She rejected Pete.
How so?
What?
She said she wouldn't fuck him.
When did she say that?
This is what now I'm getting this secondhand from TV guys.
Pete, get over here. Go ahead.
Oh, Pete, I didn't know you were in here, so I don't know if you know this. And this is what I heard, so maybe it's not true. I don't know.
No, that's first I've heard of that.
Well, hold on. But let's start. Pete, how did you leave it off with her?
I said sure.
So did she give you a number to contact her email address?
No.
No. So how are you figuring you're going to get in touch with her?
I don't know. I mean, I would have thought
signals?
that. Yeah.
So, Ganji, you're like one of the main guys at Howard TV. What's going on here? Is this true?
I don't know. The behind the scenes guys were following them around, so I'm assuming that's when it happened.
So Benji, what do you know?
Well, this is Lee. He's one of our TV guys.
Yeah, what's up?
Not much, Pete. How are you doing?
About this news. What's
So Lee told me. I said to Lee, this was maybe he's coming down. I'm sorry. I said to Lee Garowitz, I said, "Oh, did Pete leave with BB?" And he goes, "No, actually." She said, and Pete,
just say it,
that she didn't want to. She wasn't interested in having sex with Pete. Now I don't know if she just said just Pete specifically or anyone here, or I don't know how that goes. And I saw Howard on the way out because I wanted to check with him to make sure it was cool to bring up, and he said it's cool. So, but I didn't get that firsthand.
I mean, she clearly agreed on the air. I mean, after Pete serenaded her, and she was all up for it. Doug, do you know what's going on here?
Yes. She's
Doug.
claiming the
Can't hear you.
How's that mic?
Oh, the thing on my face?
The open sore is the problem. Not his.
What is that, by the way, Pete? We were sort of talking about that.
I don't
There's an
actually
open
know
sore
what
on
it
your face.
is. I went to the doctor yesterday and had it checked out.
And he said what?
I got some antibiotics. So.
What did he say?
It was just like some sort of pimple that I squeezed and just pussed all over. And
so
that might be the reason why, Pete.
Do you think the open sore is an excuse?
No,
I don't know. I will tell you that we looked at it before, and Pete, don't take this the wrong way. He does sort of look like an AIDS patient. You know what I mean? With that big sore. I'm serious.
How does he take that the right way, Gary?
A handsome AIDS patient, though.
No, so she doesn't know you the way we know you.
yeah,
And maybe,
obviously.
and so I look at that and I go, Pete banged into the wall or something. But maybe it's a little scary to her. But this is a woman who doesn't mind unprotected sex.
We finally found that.
Yeah,
Bibby
so that's kind of weird.
Bibby has a line, and Pete is that line.
He's the Mendoza line.
Yeah.
So if Ganji has this sore or Benji has this sore, let's say, do you think it would have prevented this from happening?
That's
Pop a pimple real quick.
No, that's a very good question. I don't know. John, I guess the question you're asking is it the sore or is the sore just an out in general?
That's right.
Well, I mean, we could ask her, like, will you do it when the sore is healed?
Yeah, well, based on her rap today on the show, I wouldn't think that would stop her, but I guess I'm wrong. Shirley, do you have breaking news on this?
I don't know.
I was just going to confirm what Benji said because I interviewed her after she got off the air, and she confirmed with me that she was not down to bang Pete.
But did she tell you the lesion or the sore was?
Yeah, she says I don't know what that sore is, and I said I think it's just a scratch. Could be AIDS. I don't know.
Now, don't you think BB should have had the class to tell Pete face to face, or at least let him know before she left? That's not right.
Doesn't sound like the conviction of a girl who fucked a janitor at the movie theater.
Well, maybe you say maybe she felt, maybe it wasn't the smartest way to do it, but maybe she felt it was nicer to say yes on the air and to reject.
And
them
then to just
privately.
never call him again.
Yeah.
Pete, well, Pete, would you rather that, or would you rather her tell you face to face?
Face to face, rather than secondhand. You know.
Well,
But-
that's
but,
not.
um,
But
hey.
the second hand is not her fault. That's my fault. That I didn't even realize you were here.
Right,
when
he
I said
wouldn't
that.
even been aware of it if Pete
Yeah.
wasn't here.
Then he would have never known. He would have just kept calling her and texting her for a month.
We're just kidding, man. She's gonna fuck
Thanks,
you.
Gare.
Huh?
We're just kidding. She'll fuck you.
Are you giving me shit or?
Yeah, but I just want you to feel good and stuff. Man. We'll get you laid.
What's the? All right. Well, come on.
No, I'm confused.
No,
I'm
we're not.
confused too.
Just we'll get you laid. I'll get you laid.
Wait,
I'll
how-
get you laid today.
Pete, Benji's trying to let you down easy here. Essentially, she said that she doesn't want to bang you because of that sore. I mean, that's what
I
this
don't know.
comes down
Listen,
to.
this is like I said.
Well,
Everything I heard is
if that's
secondhand.
true coming from her, then that's obviously true. But you know,
Now,
I
do,
don't
you-
know.
do you think
I don't
maybe
know.
she sensed that you wanted more than just a banger, Pete? Because I know a lot of times you sort of go down the relationship route once you meet a girl.
Well, you know, I was like, after the show, I was like, you know, well, to the camera guys, I was like, well, we'll see where this goes. You know, it's not a guaranteed relationship, but you know,
I don't think of her and think of the word relationship at all.
Just like you know, have some fun and make you know, one thing leads to another.
You're already going too far for her.
Because she did say if she banged you, she wanted you to leave right after.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't take offense to that. 'Cause that's the, you know,
But that wasn't just you, Pete. I mean, she
that's
said
what she
that-
wants. That's what she wants.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way she operates.
But I mean, do you understand that this is a pure sex thing? That it's not a relationship thing? And I mean, certainly for her, and I figured for you, this is like let's have sex and then beat it. Do you understand that, or do you think that it could be more?
No, I totally understand that it would be just, you know,
Because you just 2 seconds ago said, "Let's see where it goes."
just let's fuck and then, but you know, conversation can you know, if
You've already gone too far.
But I
She doesn't want to have a conversation.
Who knows?
But I don't know if this is Pete's fantasy at all. Like to me, a girl like that,
know.
a little bit of fantasy would be you'd be so fucking good and so blow her away that she'd like, fuck, I gotta fuck this guy.
Yeah, see, I've never had that fantasy. I don't think I could be that good.
I think you could.
I don't know.
All right, let's go to the phones.
It's worth the shot.
Jim, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, you know, the one guy with the balls to fucker's got a damn open sore. Jesus, I can't believe there's single guys on the Howard Stern show that won't fuck this broad.
Hey, I always forget your name. I know you're from
Jim?
NC.
This is Jim.
Jim, yeah. But
Sure.
Jim, do you have a girlfriend or?
I do.
Okay, so let's say you were single, but you were in our position, or like we're not exactly famous, but like reality show famous. So
In a
something.
New York minute, Benji.
What's that?
In a New York minute.
But wait,
All right.
so Jim, knowing that if you fucked her, that on Monday we're going to drag in the studio. I go, you fucked her. We want every little detail. We want to hear about it. So now everybody that listens to the show will know that you had sex with this porn star who sleeps with a lot of people, and a lot of them are protected. That's cool for you?
Well, it brings notoriety to yourself, and it's something for the show. When you're working for the show, you've got to do that kind of thing. Look at her.
you don't have to do it. Yeah, exactly.
She's fantastic looking. I mean,
She
it's
is,
not
but
that
it's a one-time. It's basically a one-time thing.
Jim, are you saying that
makes it harder for next time?
Are you saying that some of the guys on the show aren't fulfilling their obligation? Seriously, because
We're
that's what it sounds like.
We're not being team players.
Right.
We're not fucking BB Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Gary, you and Howard should actually make it a stipulation that somebody.
Someone's got to get fired.
She's going to be there in Flushing, New York. She's going to be there all weekend.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, and so about 50 other guys probably.
Ganj, if you knew it wouldn't be found out, I think you said you would
Absolutely. If she came up to me at a bar and I didn't know she was a porn star, or even if I kind of found out that she was, and it wasn't part of the show, we were somewhere else, I would absolutely.
Okay,
go.
but okay, so let's take this a step further. You probably know how to get in touch with her,
Yeah,
without
right.
anybody knowing. Would you ever try to pull that off?
No, because I feel like it nowadays with the Howard 100 News and everything else, that's not a possibility. Back in the old days, absolutely, things can be kept quiet. Nowadays, no.
I did try contacting her
Yeah.
without anyone knowing, and she didn't just contact me back.
Right. Can I ask JD a question?
Oh God,
JD, would you be more into her if she was only into you? Like, does it bother you that she was like she would have slept with Benji?
She was somewhat into me. Period. I don't believe that she was into me, and I believe her saying she wanted me to fuck me or whatever was her. She didn't mean it.
But if you thought she did, and she wasn't interested in Benji and me and 50 other guys, but only you, would you go through with it?
Maybe. I'm taught. Yeah.
So you
maybe.
don't like when they don't show you the attention. Like, if she shows attention to anybody else, you don't like that.
Attention like that, it's a little weird. I'll fuck. Yeah.
Pete, same question.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yo.
Same question.
What's up? Do me a favor, just repeat the question.
No problem.
Yeah.
Would you? I don't feel like that's not the first time in his life he said that.
JD is saying that it makes a difference. Like, someone asked, well, why would you go out with Ashley Dupree, who is a known escort, who knows what she did?
She was a
before.
former escort at the time, by the way.
A known escort, and who knows what she did at the time, versus someone like BB, who's just, admits to what she's doing. Was there a distinction between the two for you?
Yeah, somebody that doesn't admit it, I'll be more inclined to probably go out with, whereas someone who openly admits it, that would be a little, I don't know, I'd be a little skeevy towards that,
Well, let's say you got together. I mean, the sore thing didn't happen, and you got together with BB. Would it bother you, like, if she went on to the next guy, like she talked about today, she bangs a janitor, she bangs somebody she's in an elevator. Would you feel like protective of her because you had been with her at that point?
Would I feel protective?
Would it bother you if she went to like the next guy? If she ran into Ganji and say, "Hey, let's go bang," and she's just coming off of being with you?
Just sort of, kind of, in a kind of a weird way. Yeah. I'd be concerning, somewhat. I mean, yeah.
What's the question you just answered?
What was the question again?
Benji, I can imagine you can relate to what Pete's saying.
Listen. She is physically beautiful. I want to fuck her. I want to possess her. So I get that. Yeah, you want to be the one. It's the same thing. Like, look, we could easily, I don't know how much. We could take $50. We could take a couple $100 and go pretty much fuck any girl we want of a certain caliber, a prostitute. But it's not hot because it's like you're paying for it. And there's something about this, a little bit in a similar category. If there's nothing special about you, if you're no different than like anyone else,
right?
It's not as hot.
Right. I'll agree with that.
Thanks.
Rosie O'Donnell's on the phone. Well, first of all, Rosie, congratulations. You got an excellent write-up in the Post today about your new show. They're saying it's a breath of fresh air, the blah, 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 going on and on, raving. Hollywood Reporter, excellent review. They say the show is not sterile, that things are being mixed up, that you never know what you're going to get.
Well, that's always good.
You're getting hit reviews.
That's nice. I just woke up. I haven't read anything, so I'm happy to hear that.
Where are you now, in Chicago?
I'm in Chicago, in my very cold dressing room.
With Oprah's staff. Now, here's my prediction.
Go ahead.
And I don't know a thing, but this is, I have intuition.
You got a hunch.
And you can deny it if you want.
I might.
Oprah's staff likes things.
Is it Oprah's staff?
Yes. Rosie was given Oprah's staff. Listen, it's a very successful staff.
Okay.
But they like doing things where everything is very packaged, very produced. Rosie likes to let things evolve and happen.
And Rosie's Rosie. She's not Oprah.
She's not Oprah. I predict within a year, Rosie, all new staff. That's my prediction.
Well, you're not going to be Psychic of the Year, because here's the thing. It's only about 3 of people from her senior staff.
Okay.
And the rest of them were all young, new kids who had worked at her staff for about 5 to 8 years. So they're in their 20s, most of them. So they're quite trainable, right? But I will tell you, you're right about initially they were worried about the fact that I don't use the prompter. Because normally they have a prompter and everybody follows it in the control room. Right. And so that's the reason we went live, Howard, which I think you'll understand better than anyone, is all the practice shows. I would do something, and then after, we got to go, we'll be right back. And they'd say, we're going to have to do that again. I'm like, why? Well, you forgot to say NBC's the voice.
Right.
I'm like, oh, dear Lord.
That's not going to fly with you.
Okay, so Thursday, after the test show, I had a meeting with Lisa 𝗛𝗏, who's, one of the head Oprah people. She and Sherry Salata, ran it for 25 years, ran her show. And my 2 executive producers and I was like, okay, listen, I'm not willing to trade something real for something fake. Just because something's real and has a little few flaws in it does not make it less valuable than something that's perfect and sterile and ridiculous.
Right.
And they're like, well, how could we fix that? I said, we could go live. Cut to, they said, okay, which I never thought they would do, because I thought they'd be worried that I might,
The whole show is live.
Live.
Wonderful.
Is this going to kill you? I'm saying right now it's fun, the first show.
Yeah, it's the first blush. You've been back.
You've been having a great life. You've been enjoying hanging out.
Yeah.
Is this going to kill you?
I pray to God it's not going to kill me, but I was hanging out for 10 years, Howard.
So what?
That's a lot. 10 years, man, of doing nothing. You tried. It's not easy.
You were going stir crazy.
Listen, my kids were raised. They were all in school. My youngest is going to be 9 years old, and I didn't have anything to do.
I can't keep up with you. You baffle me.
Why?
Because, Rosie and I never had a private conversation, really. I mean, not where we've threatened to get together for dinner, but there's always there's always a complication.
Oh, dear.
But
she's hard to schedule with.
Yeah.
She is hard to schedule with.
She is. She's difficult. But
yeah.
You fascinate me.
I do.
When I came into your life, you had met you had a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
She moved the whole family in. She had 6 kids. You have 4 kids.
Yeah.
You were
She didn't move them in. They moved them They moved next door.
You were in the process of what you called blending the families.
Yeah.
Now somehow that relationship ended.
Yeah.
And then,
which I believe was predicted by you.
Oh yeah. Well, because you were going probably insane with her 6 kids. Let's be honest. That's too many kids.
Let's be honest. You have a vision of what you think would work, and I remember that movie, Yours, Mine, and Ours, with Lucille Ball.
Right.
And I thought, well, how?
That's what you were thinking.
Perfect. Yeah. This could be perfect, right? But honestly, it was a lot of kids, and that's the truth. It was a lot of kids.
It ruined the relationship.
I wouldn't say ruined, but it didn't allow for any time for she and I to be together alone, and
right.
there were lots of kids with lots of different issues, and
right.
you know, I got my own 4, and they have their own challenges, right? And so it just felt to me like chaos and too much. And she's a lovely person.
So in other words, you saw this movie and had the idea. The kids didn't see the movie. That was the problem.
No, but they
Right.
did see the one with Steve Martin, Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yes. Now, was it complicated when you had to go, like when you broke up? I can't even imagine the hassle. First of all, you got to move her out of the house. You know,
Which literally she did in 3 days over Christmas. It was very quick.
and then
Over Christmas,
you had
you're
to go,
breaking up.
and you had
Oh.
to go over Christmas, no less.
Woof.
Then you had to go to the kids and say, "Listen, remember the movie I watched?"
Turns out it doesn't work like that.
That was the movies, kids.
Yeah, now we have a different movie to watch.
Was that a horrible?
No, because, you know, the kids knew. The kids knew in the beginning, like I said, you know, here's the thing, you know, we're going to see what happens. And,
Right.
and I love Tracy, and we're going to see what happens. And so the fact that we didn't live in one house, I think, was helpful in terms of them not feeling as, you know, upset. Or they sort of, you know, there was a separation. And there were, it wasn't like we did every holiday together. In fact, we didn't really do that. I took my kids and did what we normally did, and she did what she normally did.
And Tracy had to be brokenhearted because, listen, nabbing a Rosie is a big deal.
Nabbing, I love that.
Well, let's be honest.
You think I'm nabbable?
Well, listen.
Well, you're
a-
acting like she lost a Porsche.
She's a big. Well, yeah. Rosie's a big star. She is the pride.
It's more like a Hyundai Sonata, Robin. I don't know if it was a Porsche.
She is the home run of home runs. She's wealthy. She's, you know, listen. She's,
Well,
everything
she's
a woman.
also a good person.
Yeah, right. So, when you broke up with her, it had to be, the worst.
Well, just so you know, it was not. It was. She made the decision. It wasn't. You know, she said, "This is not going to work for me, and I'm going to go."
Well, in other words, you acted so miserable.
No, I just knew. I knew fairly early on that a long-time future and forever wasn't in the cards, and that I loved her very much, and I care about her kids, and I care about her life, and and what I think we ended up wanting different things. Although in the beginning it was a great, immense love affair, and it's wonderful to feel those kinds of feelings. And I had, been in a relationship for a long time that towards the end was kind of, when people are about to divorce, it's a couple years of rockiness, right? So
And here's what else baffles me.
What's that?
Okay, so this whole moving to Chicago thing, I don't get. Now, Parker is in military school, so he's covered.
And loves it.
Can you believe this?
Military
I cannot believe it, truthfully. He's been asking since he was 8. Wow. And I was obsessed with everything. Like, can tell you everything General Patton ever did, could tell you who was in what war, what countries, and why. And
Do you think he'll become a military guy?
That's what he's always wanted. And, and I was really concerned, to tell you the truth. He's 16. When I left my show, I kept him in first grade twice because I wanted him to sort of, relearn and have focus, and I wasn't home during my, the show. So he did first grade twice. So he's older than most of the kids in 10th grade. He's 16. Most of them are 15.
Right.
And when bin Laden was killed, he was awake. We were in my room, and I really was panicked that something huge was going to happen. Like they dropped the nuclear bomb, because the president doesn't give a press conference on a Sunday night.
Right.
And they announced that he's dead, and my son goes, "Oh, shit." And I go, "What, honey?" He goes, "I wanted a shot at him, Mom." And he was
This
dead
is some
serious.
kid. This is some kid.
Dead serious.
Here you are, a peacenik, right? You are someone.
Totally.
And this kid is rebelling by becoming a military guy.
Well, that's what I said. I said, how do you piss off your left-wing, liberal, pacifist, lesbian mother? You join the military, I'm
and
like,
you were
don't
the
you
type-
want to stay home and get drunk and have crazy sex with
Right.
your parents? He's like, yeah, I'm going to do that as well, Mom, but I first want to serve my nation. I'm like, okay, baby.
Wow. Doesn't this blow your mind in the sense that you were the type of mother, from what I could understand, that was up this kid's ass? I mean, he couldn't make a move without you.
Yeah, I'm madly in love with him.
And all of a sudden now, he's moving out of the house
He's
at
gone.
16. He's gone.
Yeah, it wasn't really all of a sudden, you know. I mean, he's seen every movie about military school and stuff, and he saw Taps. So I'm partially blaming Tom Cruise, but he saw Taps, and he was like, "Mom, I want to go to that school."
Is he into
and
guns?
Excuse me?
Is he into guns?
Well, he'll tell you every caliber. He's never
Wow.
shot a gun. We don't have a gun in the house. But he knows, like, when we're watching a show, he'll go, "Oh, Mom, that's a 15-millimeter CC from a Nighthawk Fire Ranger." He knows everything.
Is he into hand-to-hand combat? Does he take karate and all that?
No, but he's into football and athletics, and he's,
Right.
you know, he's very sort of cut, and he's like, he looks like he belongs in, like, when I saw him in his uniform, they had the graduation
Right.
from the, you know, plebe to the cadet, and I was up there 2 weekends ago, and I was stunned. And here he is, like 6'1". He lost 20 pounds there. He's fit. He's cut, and he's so happy.
Wow.
And everywhere we went, like I took him out to dinner to celebrate, and we're at some steakhouse up in Valley Forge, and people in the waiting, you know, to get a seat said to him, "Thank you for your service," because he looks like he's in the Navy.
Right.
Wow.
And
Wow.
he goes, "Thank you, ma'am. I'm still a cadet, but I will pass on that to the men in the arms." He would say the whole thing, you know.
Wow.
He called me ma'am once, Howard, and I almost had like an aneurysm.
You're kidding.
I'm like, "Honey, you do not ma'am me ever."
This
It is
sounds like
disrespectful to ma'am your mother.
You're not kidding. This sounds like remember that show with Michael J. Fox? He was like a Republican, but his parents were hippies.
Oh, he's not a Republican.
No, but
In fact,
I'm saying he comes from this piece. You know,
Yes.
you personally were upset that they killed Bin Laden because you felt he deserved a trial.
opposed to war.
You wanted a trial for him.
Yeah,
And
I wanted to know if it was legal in the nation, you know, that we live to do this, right?
Right.
I questioned whether or not it was legal. Is it legal to do that?
Right.
Right? But he's a Democrat, though. My son said, he goes, "Mom, in the whole school there's like 5 Democrats." He said, "I get into the greatest discussions about, you know, what's going on politically." And he grew up in a family where we discussed politics at the dinner table. So he's well versed in
But
what's going on.
here is the turnaround in your life. You left your first show, which was very successful, because you wanted to be home with the family. The kids were young.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, you're living in Chicago. You got your one daughter with you. 2 of the daughters are living with Kelly.
A daughter and a son.
A daughter and a son are living with Kelly.
Well, they're doing halftime, right? So the oldest boy, Parker's away. Chelsea's living with me, and the 2 little ones are doing, you know, half and half.
I feel like you're free and clear now. With the kids. I mean, I feel you're back to being, you know.
She dropped them all.
I feel you got everyone sort of in somewhere and stashed away, and then you're running around in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm at all the gay bars dancing till 3 in the morning.
No, you have a new girlfriend.
Exactly, who you will love, Howard. Because remember when you were saying to me, "Hey, did you have a crush on Beth?" And I said to you, when she did The View, and I was like, "No, she's too perfect for me. I could never, I'd be too intimidated to go near a woman who looked like that."
Right.
Cut to, I'm in Starbucks, and I see this woman in front of me, dressed perfectly, very Beth-like,
Right.
holding a puppy, and I have a puppy just like it, and I was thinking of getting another one for Chicago, and
Right.
I thought she was a straight 28-year-old because that's what she looked like, and I start talking to her, and I'm like, you know.
And by the way, this one, just so I'm clear, this one doesn't have any kids, right?
No kids.
Perfect. All right, go ahead.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you're not having kids with her, right?
Not at the moment.
All right,
but,
go ahead.
Yeah, so she's holding the puppy, and I'm like, you know, I got a dog like that. Where did you get it? And we start talking, and I said, here's the thing.
Were you
have to
hitting
learn-
on her?
No, because I didn't think she was gay at all. I do, you know, it's like she's got a Beth vibe, honey. She wears high heels and Prada belts and a lot of jewelry. Like I thought she was just a straight girl.
So your gaydar wasn't going wild.
Honey, not only was it not going wild, it didn't even register a possible blip.
But but why did you start talking to her? Because she was beautiful?
No, because of the dog.
Exactly, because
Yeah,
of the dog.
but listen, Rosie sees 50 people a day with dogs. She tells them to fuck off. Why this one she's all of a sudden talking to?
I'll tell you why, because I have a 4-pound Chihuahua, and she was holding a 3-pound Pomeranian, and I wanted to know if it was full grown because I can't bring the big dogs back and forth, so I have a little Chihuahua and my daughter Chelsea, who's living with me here. I wanted to get her a little one so Missy would have a friend and blah blah blah.
So so when you're talking to her,
yeah,
does she recognize right away it's Rosie O'Donnell?
I think so.
Okay,
yes.
go ahead.
But she didn't say it,
And she's wearing a little hot dress, and she's got high heels on.
No, she's got like jeans that your thigh don't touch kind of jeans.
Right,
like
and she's 28.
No, she's 40.
40.
She looked 28.
Tight ass, big boobs, the whole thing.
Honey, you're a dream girl. I'm telling
Really?
you. Remember in the studio?
Who does she look like?
Julianne Moore.
Oh, my.
Yes, red hair, green eyes.
So you're talking to her.
I'm talking to her, and I said, here's what happened to me. I got a little Chihuahua when I was 33, and the next thing I knew, I had a son. So you're probably going to have a baby soon. And she, told me that she was trying to have a baby, and I said, oh well, maybe your husband. But she said, oh, I don't have a husband. I'm a lesbian. And I laughed. I was like, I said, that's funny.
Bingo.
I said, you're funny. What's your name? And she said, Michelle. I go, no, seriously. She goes, no, I am a lesbian. I go, you're a lesbian. If you're a lesbian, you're one of those lesbians for 14 minutes. You're not a real. She says, I've been out since I'm 24 years old.
Wow.
I'm like, and how old are you now? 28? She said, no, 40. I go, first of all, I thought it was Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd for a minute.
This is too good to be true.
Well, yeah, and then I didn't trust her for a while. I'm like,
well, what do you mean you didn't trust her?
Because, like I said, I was intimidated by the beauty. I was a little thrown by I don't know.
Well, Kelly was beautiful, but you're talking about a whole nother level up.
Kelly is beautiful, and it's not about levels. It's just about she's very much of a girl. I've never dated a woman who is so much
so feminine.
Exactly.
So wait a second. You meet this girl in Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here's a picture of her.
Oh yeah, pictures flying in.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you enjoy that, Howard?
Oh yeah, baby.
I thought you might like that. I thought of you.
You'll bring her over to my
more
place.
Than once.
We'll
More
get
than
her.
once, Howard.
We'll get her in a bikini.
Oh yeah, she has a few.
Oh, look at her. She is lovely.
Yes,
is she wearing a wedding ring with you?
No, she is not wearing a wedding ring.
It appears to be. Wow, she's some knockout.
Yeah.
You know how to handle something like that?
Howard, that was my concern. I was like, hey, what have I...
You meet her in Starbucks. How long before you take her out on a date?
About 2 weeks.
What did you do? You started texting and calling?
Yeah, my daughter was in the hospital for a while, and so I was going back and forth to the city.
What is that all about? She's all right?
Yeah, she's okay. But for my 14-year-old, and so I was in and out of the city a lot for like a month, and so I didn't really have any time. So we talked for like 2 weeks on the phone and texting and emails and stuff, and then
that's romantic. And are you burning with desire for her?
Well, I was nervous, Howard. I was like nervous.
But you were thinking about her a lot.
And I was also thinking, could she really be gay? But then as we were talking about, her life and her relationships, and I was like very...
you found yourself fantasizing about her?
Yes.
Alone in bed? You touched yourself thinking about her?
Well, Howard,
I mean, that's okay.
There's all kinds of implements you can buy to help you do that. But no,
I know. Robin teaches me.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, well...
So you're thinking about her, you're texting this and that, and you say, let's go out on a date.
Well, yeah, she said, let's have dinner,
Where'd you take her?
I was like, to a sushi restaurant, but in my town, because, I had the kids and we had some stuff going on, so she came up with her puppy.
Right.
And met 3 of my children the first day, because what I thought was, if this has any chance to ever be anything, it comes with 3 kids. Right?
It was clear it was a date, though.
You introduced the kids right away.
But she doesn't fuck around.
No,
because you know what? Rosie falls in love in a day.
Immediately.
Yeah, she doesn't even date that much. As soon as she meets anybody that she's slightly attracted to, she moves them right in.
I went on 4 dates. You'll be proud of me, Howard.
Right.
In the last, since I've been divorced, which is 4 years,
right.
I went on 4 dates with people I did not move in with. So I'd like to have a round of applause.
All right, so there is some discriminating.
Right, but when I go on a date, here's how it goes. I go out to dinner, and then if I don't feel that thing that you're supposed to feel, like, oh my gosh, I want to like get to know you, I want to sit next to you, I want to snuggle, I want to, if I don't feel that, then that's done.
You
it's
move
like,
on.
And that's
right
fair.
away.
But that's fair.
Right away.
You say to them, oh, this was a nice time, I'll get in touch with you, and you never call, right?
Well, because I'm a lesbian, they end up texting and we're friends. But I make it clear that, I'm not particularly interested in anything other than that.
Women are so good with each other. They're so sensitive that way. Like me,
I would just be friends.
I just would never write the person and hide.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, I used to do that with therapists. Whenever my therapist pissed me off, I would change my phone number and just never call them back.
That's healthy. I wish I could learn how to do that.
Yeah, that's a good trick. I think you should use that.
So you go out on a date. Where do you take these girls to dinner? Because right away it becomes a story. This is in your neighborhood. No one squeals on you. No one says,
in Nyack it's very easy. You know that everybody. I've lived there a long time.
What'd she wear on the date? Was she wearing like no panties?
No. She's got some thong action going on, but no, white jeans and a black shirt and heels that I could not believe a human could walk in.
And no bra.
Oh no, honey, believe me.
Oh.
She's got the bra underwear matching sets, 𝗲𝗱, something that she's taught me about. I now have matching bras and underwear, color coordinated, with lace.
Does it make you feel good?
It does, and I'm shocked.
So wait a second. This girl, you go on the date, and I know with the way you've described it, you like a nice big build-up sexually. You don't want to like just get it over with in 2 seconds.
Oh no! In fact, it was not. There was no chance or time. So then after we went out to dinner, all it was a kiss goodnight, and then
with
we
a
went
tongue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, I'm 49,
Look at you.
honey.
Wow.
What am I going to do? Peck her on the cheek?
No time to waste.
There were 3 kids sleeping upstairs and 1 in military school. I couldn't exactly, 𝗵𝗄𝗿𝗱. And besides, I was nervous, Howard.
Do you initiate the kiss or she does?
I did.
Well, good for you.
Well, I was nervous to do it, though.
But you knew she wanted it. If she's going all the way up to Nyack, she wanted something with you. I mean, where does the kiss happen? Out in your front door?
No, on my living room couch. I walk in and the kids are waiting because the kids were playing with her dog, and the kids are waiting. Hi, and I'm like, okay, everybody, up to bed. Mommy will be up there. And
yeah, but it's 4 o'clock. So they go up to bed. You get her on the couch, and you make out with her.
No, we don't make out. With 1 kiss.
That's romantic.
That's what I said to the kids. I go, you guys go up to bed. Mommy will be up in a half an hour. And she has since told me that when I said that, she thought to herself, oh, she's not interested. Right? That she put her right. But I wasn't. What am I going to say? I have the kids. They're waiting in my bed.
No, that's very respectful.
Right. So
were you burning with desire?
Well, I was definitely wanting to kiss her.
Right. Oh,
and I did.
She's a knockout. I'm staring at the picture as you're talking.
She's beautiful. She's inside and out. She's so great with kids. She's really lovely. She's smart. She's kind. She's got her own. She's got.
So when do you finally bang her?
It took a few months, Howard.
Few months.
Because
you like that build-up.
Well, I was going back and forth to Chicago in the early parts of the summer to set up the show. Even right before the summer, I was going back and forth, and then
second date, you feel her up?
No.
Just kiss again.
We made out.
Oh my God! See, women when they're with each other, they love a slow build.
Oh, you kidding? And then all the letters about how great the kiss was, and then talking, and then send me a photo. Where are you? And,
look at that!
Oh my God! It's romance times 1,000.
Did she sext you?
No.
No pictures of herself over the text with her legs or her panties?
Oh, no.
Nothing.
Well, no. Come on. She's not a skanky hoe.
That's not hoe. That's fun.
Well, before you even make love to the person, they're going to send you pictures of themselves naked?
Not naked, but, a little something. So, all right. So you make out for a long time on the second date. Third date, I'm going to say by the third date, fingers. Now you're burning with desire.
No, let me tell you something. Here's what it went from. Kissing to could you come and spend 2 weeks with me?
Right. It was time.
So
And
all
then-
4 dates were just making out.
Where'd she come to? Chicago?
Just kissing. Miami. We went to Miami.
Oh, the
and
house in Miami.
Yeah, which is really, that's the house. Every time I pull in, I go, who owns this place?
Right.
Oh, crap, it's me.
And
Right.
when she saw that place, it was romantic time.
It was romantic time. But you know what? She's got her own thing going on, honey.
What does she do?
Money. She's an IT headhunter.
Oh.
And she's like, one of the most successful people in that field. And
That's attractive. I like that.
yeah, she's got a lot of her own money, cash, life. She's got a Beamer. She wears all these designer everything and jewelry. And I'm like, where'd you get those earrings? She's like, I bought them.
Sounds too
I'm like,
good to be true.
Yeah, a little bit, and that's what I was a little bit like going, where am I going to find the trap door? Where am I going to hear? By the way, I was arrested for impersonating Julianne Moore and stealing $50 million.
Have you ever dated someone who had that type of personal income and was able to support themselves in that fashion?
No.
So this is a new avenue for you.
It is.
And then you
You're
say,
not
and then
gonna
the
be
insecure.
in charge of everything.
So then the
exactly, Robin. I'm not the boss.
So then the insecure part of you becomes a little more secure because she could afford. She doesn't need your money. So
In any
maybe
way.
you start thinking she really loves me.
Well, I don't think, Kelly didn't need my money. I mean, Kelly comes from a trust fund baby. She was
Oh.
a very rich kid.
Good.
Right? But, Michelle grew up very similar kind of financial way straight that I did, although she was in the most western part of upper New York State. Right? So
Is she a gold star lesbian or has she been with men?
What is a gold star lesbian?
Gold star lesbian is a true lesbian who has never even messed around with men.
Oh, I didn't know that term.
I didn't know that either, and I am
just
not a
coined it
Oh, it's
3 seconds ago.
Gold star lesbian.
No, seriously,
No,
I mean-
no, she's not a gold star lesbian, nor am I, Howard.
Well, I mean, you've messed around with some men, but very, very, very
Yeah, but
superficially.
I did the deed more than once.
Well, you tried.
No, honey, I lived with the guy for over a year
Oh, did I know that?
when I was 28.
And you enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it
You enjoyed sex with this guy?
very much.
You
And
didn't
know
want
what
to
else
throw
I
up and go, and you weren't thinking about women the whole time.
No, you know what else I enjoyed? Going like to the supermarket with him like before the football game on Sunday and getting like the beer, chips, and nachos and having the cashier say, "Oh, how long have you guys been dating?" And it was like all of a sudden to be accepted in the world, not having to have who you're with be invisible and people pretend they didn't know. And listen, it's a long time ago. It's over 20 years ago, right?
So you're
But-
bisexual?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely gay.
Right.
But I see a handsome man, I'm not dead. I look at there's a sexy hot guy, I go, look at him. I don't necessarily want him naked in my bed, but I would like him to maybe tidy up around my house.
It must be painful for you when you're around me because I'm so handsome.
I'm telling you.
It must be confusing
if I
for you.
If I even went close to you, Jeanette Barber would have my head because.
Did the guy get you off? I mean, were you able to have an orgasm with him?
Oh gosh, yes, honey.
No kidding.
Everything works downtown. It's not like lesbians don't function without the right car key.
No, but I have many friends who are lesbians who say to me, like, the thought of the penis going in them is so repulsive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that they can't
No,
even.
well, I don't think that could possibly be true because there's a lot of.
Yeah, who are you talking to?
I have
Where
friends.
is this? What are you, women who? What?
All right, that's the second thing I made up.
I figured.
Gold star lesbian in that.
And all of your lesbian friends who are repulsed by penises.
Well, but I have male friends who are gay and who have said to me, like, they quite frankly, they go to me, "Ugh, pussy is disgusting."
Okay, I have a friend, Dan, and he went for the first time when he was like 30 to a bachelor party at a strip joint, and he was there, and his friend supposedly didn't know he was gay. The woman was on the stage, spread her legs in front of them, and he said loud, and everyone heard, "Oh my God, it looks like roast beef."
Right. Well, I would imagine it would be the same for you. You see a penis and you're like, "Ugh, filthy
no,
penis."
No, not at all. No.
So now you get her to Miami. None of the kids are there with you.
Honey, all the kids are there.
Wow. And she's going to come for 2 weeks and stay with you?
Yes.
And go in the bedroom with you?
Yes.
That's a bold move.
And here's the best part of her. So we're second night. We're in the bed. The kids. We've put the kids to bed. They're asleep. We're in the bedroom. All of a sudden, knock, knock, knock. Come in, and in comes Vivi. I can't sleep in my room, and I'm thinking, oh dear God. And then in comes Blakey. Mom, if Vivi's gonna stay in here.
And the
then
hot
Chelsea
girlfriend
comes-
is laying there in lingerie and.
Yeah.
Ay, vey.
And you know what she does? She goes, "Come on," and moves over.
Oh, that was a good move on her part.
Not only it's innate, it was an innate thing, and I thought to myself, "This is so perfect, right?"
How was the first night of making love? Awkward because I know you're shy. Were you
Correct.
Were you able to get off, or were you so shy that you dried up?
I was no, honey. No, when Mommy's on bioidenticals, and trust me, downtown Niagara Falls.
Because
But,
you're on what? Biomedicals?
Bioidentical hormones. Beth doesn't have this yet. When she gets to be my age,
Is this
you
because
know,
of menopause?
Yes,
And
honey.
it introduces female hormones and makes you wetter.
If you don't
It
have
keeps everything
hormones,
working.
it makes.
Are you on it, Robin?
No, I'm fine.
No, you're not. You've
Yes,
told
I
me you've
am.
had to use KY.
Never. I lied.
No, you didn't.
I did not.
She made that up. That's like the Astro Glide Star hetero.
Do you have to worry about safe sex the first time you're with her? Like, do you guys go get checked out, or you have to do dental dams and all that?
No.
Dental dam.
Yeah, dental dam.
You know, it's very, very rare for a woman to give another woman a sexually transmitted disease.
Well, could I tell you what I just read?
It doesn't happen.
You want to
I'm not
know?
saying-
You want to know what I just read?
What?
That when oral sex occurs, like if I go down on a woman, that now they think it's a leading cause of throat cancer. Because, yeah, it was in the New York Times. I'm not making this up from some tabloid. I'm talking about the greatest newspaper in the world. If you go down on a woman and you get the human papillomavirus in your throat, yeah, you get throat cancer 9 times out
honey,
of 10.
But that's if somebody has HPV, if they
Right.
have warts.
Right.
Which I would hope you would notice while you were downtown.
Please, what am I going to go down there with a flashlight?
Honey, you could.
I have my eyes closed.
Warts, babe, warts. They're very. You could feel it with your hopefully very skilled tongue.
So you're telling me the first night she comes to Miami, kids go to bed, she marches herself up to your bedroom with you, and lovemaking begins.
Yes, but honey, I was already in love with her.
No,
Right?
I understand you're in love. She's
Yeah.
there, but now it's time to physically act out your love.
Yeah, right. And it
So
was
does she
nerve-wracking
do you
for me.
remove her clothing one piece at a time very slowly?
Oh no, like Howard, this feels like a Penthouse Forum letter.
Of course it does.
Let me tell you this. It was really, really lovely, and like everyone else, when you're initially with somebody and you love them and you first have sex, it's kind of awkward because it's a new person and you don't know, and then as you're together, it's it's better and better and better and better. And
No
better.
vibrators?
No.
Just fingers.
Just body parts, just doing it just like you and Beth.
Wow.
No toys.
No toys, nothing. Pure,
No toys.
pure human love.
Pure skin on skin. That's
And when
it.
she took her clothes off, was it amazing?
Every time that she does, it is.
In other words, no
I say
cellulite.
to her, you look like a Barbie. You look like a human Barbie.
And
right?
she loves when you say that.
That's the thing. Here's something I found out that's shocking. That women who are beautiful, like Beth, like Mish, I assumed in my life that those beautiful women know it.
No.
And that I'm stunned by
Beth
this.
told me last night how ugly she is.
Oh, God.
I said, thank God you think that, because that helps me to take advantage of how beautiful you are.
Well, I can't sort of believe that, I can't believe that they don't live knowing it. I think if you're like the normalish woman like me, right, like chubby and overweight, whatever, you don't pay attention to stuff like makeup and lingerie, you assume that those super girly, sexy, beautiful women walk around with an air of, aren't I the goods?
Were you ashamed of your body? Were you like, I'm not good enough to take my clothes off, let's put the lights down, I don't want you to see me?
Yes.
You were. Did you keep your
always
shirt
am.
on? Do you keep your shirt on?
Oh, no, honey. No, it's not like ashamed, like, oh, don't look. But, listen, I'm 200 pounds. She's 100 pounds.
Right.
I was afraid I would roll over and smother her in the bed. I didn't know. You know, it was like, honey, be careful, because I don't know if you're used to be, but she's so.
Do you suck in your stomach? Do you start to worry, like, hey, you know, I'll try and look good here, and like, you know, I'll try to look
Next time I'm
thinner.
there, I will actually show you my stomach, and the sucking in hardly even helps.
Had she ever been with a large woman before?
Yes.
She had.
Yes, she's been, you know, she's had, you know, she's not invested in it's not about looks for her, which obviously.
Yeah,
right?
same with Beth.
Right, it's not about that.
Do you do what I do? I walk to the bathroom backwards so that she can't see my ass. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I have cellulite.
But wait a minute, you showed your ass on national TV.
Yeah, that was
but you won't show it.
That was maybe the biggest mistake of my life.
But we all know your ass, Howard.
Even Beth said to me, you know, like when I was 7, I saw that on TV. And I thought it was disgusting. Whatever, I don't know how old she was, but, you know, well, she had to be around there.
That's got to hurt.
She goes, oh, yeah.
What's the age difference with you two? What's the age difference?
Not much, 19 years. But
19?
I look incredibly young, so.
I know you do. I've been around you.
yeah,
It's hard. The
yeah.
pheromones are flying.
Yeah, it doesn't look weird at all when she's with me because, you know, listen.
You're evenly matched.
Beth's turning 40 and I'm 57.
Yeah. Well, you know, honestly, you do look pretty amazing, Howard. I got to tell you.
Exactly.
You always
So do
keep
you.
Fit. Well, honey, I could use to lose about 40 pounds, but
Do you think you'll lose 40 pounds now that you're with this new woman and she's so...
Well, here's the thing. I actually have lost some weight already, and she's very interested in health, right? She eats healthy food. She works out, and she keeps saying to me, I want you to live. You need to live.
Was she in the audience for the first show that you did at the Oprah thing? Of course, that's the greatest aphrodisiac. If she wasn't turned on before, when a woman sees...
And all your glory.
Well, even Beth said, when she sees me working the radio controls, it turns her on.
Well, you know, it's funny because she came to the rehearsal, and we had a rehearsal on Sunday because we were going live yesterday.
Right.
So she, for the first time, sat and watched me sort of do what I do. And
Do you find yourself trying to make your job look more complicated in front of her so that she's even more impressed?
Or
like
that you have to tell people what to do.
Like use like start bossing some people around, or tell people like some television terms, like we got to sweep this quarter hour, please. I know about this. Do you find yourself doing that? I do that with Beth.
I think I do it a little bit, but I would tell you this, that I am always bossy, so it wasn't like I was acting.
You should have fired someone right on the spot. That would have gotten her. She would have been naked in your room within 2 seconds.
With all the kids, that wouldn't have been good. But she was sitting with the kids, and so I didn't even realize that it was, it's the first time she sort of had seen me, like, in that work professional mode of being the boss. And so I was doing what I do. Like, we're not going to use the 2-shot. We're going to use the 1.
Yeah.
Please have the jib when the boys come out. When the Broadway boys. I was doing all that, but it was real, right? And then we go out to dinner, and she goes, it was amazingly exciting to watch you do. I'm like, to watch me at rehearsal in my sweatpants? She's like, honestly, honey, you don't know. I was like, oh, my God, you're going to have to come to work with me every day.
Are you making love to her every day?
Well, honey, it's pretty new, and I would say we have a very affectionate relationship.
Do you ever make love with her back in your office at work?
I have not, no, because there's many people here, and there's usually at least a child or two.
Are you guys obnoxiously affectionate in front of the staff, or do you keep that under wraps?
I don't think obnoxiously, but my children do say, like my 11-year-old boy, Mom, get a room, which is now his favorite line. Get a
So
room.
every night you're making love to this beautiful woman?
I wouldn't say, every night, honey, I'm 49 and I'm tired. And when I did, the build up to this show, we did 2 rehearsal shows every day because I couldn't get it right. I was, it's an hour show, right? The shortest I ever did when we were on tape, not live, like we did last night, like we're going to be from now on.
Right.
I did an hour and 22.
Wow.
Wow.
And I was like, what the hell is happening?
Right.
I couldn't get it to an hour. And so then the Thursday, I was really frustrated. We had done this piece with the Broadway kids from my school dancing, and Javier Colon was singing, and I came up and said at the end, "Thank you, kids. Give Javier some love." And they all just spontaneously ran and grabbed him, and I said, "What do you have to say to him?" And they all in unison said, "Thank you. It was adorable." And I said, "We'll be right back after this." And then I hear from the booth, "We're going to have to do that again. You forgot to do the NBC plug. You did not say NBC, the voice on NBC." I'm like, "I'm not doing it again."
Listen to me. Listen to me. If those imbeciles who run that OWN network had any brains, they got no programming. They have no ratings.
Honey, it's hard to start a network.
Listen to me. If you want to go an hour and a half,
You think they should just let her go?
let her go. What else they got to do? What, they got to get to what? Reruns of what?
Well, so don't they have some kind of Oprah show on after
They do. They have a brand new Oprah show.
Start the Oprah
Life
show.
Class.
Start the Oprah show. And let's say Rosie goes an hour and 25 minutes.
Uh-huh.
So
well,
start the show.
It is an Oprah show, though.
So what?
Well,
All they got
gotta
is
have
empty
programming for
slots.
Well, we got to have programming for commercials, but you have to remember when networks started, like Fox, they just did one night.
Right.
When CNN was on, nobody watched it for 3 years. The normal platform to launch a network on cable is anywhere from 3 to 7 years.
But that's why I'm saying they got you. You're high profile. You're getting great reviews already.
Let her go.
Do your thing.
Give her a 4-hour show.
Why does it have to be? Let her go for 4 hours. Who cares?
All of a sudden I'm going to be doing Sabago Gigante.
No, but I'm saying if you're there anyway and you feel like going, go. It's live. Go for it.
Well, I got to tell you, we had Russell Brand. Have you had him on your show?
Many times. Fabulous guy.
Genius, too.
Right.
Yeah.
This guy's a genius. And he could have went forever.
Right.
I actually hated it. Hated having to say, "We'll be right back with the game." I wanted to just stay with him.
So why didn't you? And then
we have an hour. It's a regular TV show. We have an hour.
But why can't you say, listen, they've got nothing on. The entire day gets 0 ratings.
Well,
they got
Rosie has a new girlfriend. She wants to get back to her.
No, she doesn't. Listen, she's got plenty of time. How long can you, in a session, can you make love to her? I know gay women will go for hours.
Yeah. Of course we will.
Right.
Because there's no, it's not as though one and we're done. I have to run out and get a blue pill, right? There's lots of caressing and touching and all the stuff that apparently bores you men.
Well,
we
you know
just
what?
do for hours.
I'll let you know something. I'll let you know a secret about this man.
Yeah.
I like all that stuff. But
I've heard that about
Beth is bored by it. She wants it.
Get off.
It. She's like, let's go.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
with all the fooling around.
She doesn't. She is very different.
Well, she's definitely not a lesbian. I can tell you that.
No, she's not. I told you what happened. Beth went for a massage. These women.
Did you hear this, Rosie?
I did not. What's the massage story?
This is some sexy story. You got to hear this. Well, there's another massage story I'm not even going to go into, but just the other day, she stops in some place.
It's a little nail salon.
Right.
Korean woman. So Beth's sitting there waiting for her nails to dry. She says, "Oh, do you do those massages? Like
the chair massage.
The chair massage.
Right. They do like your neck and your arms.
Right. The woman goes, you'll come to back room. Beth goes, "Oh, okay." She thought it was a little weird. Goes to the back room. She puts her neck in the thing,
Put her face in the cradle.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of minutes later, she goes, the Korean woman goes, "Do you mind?" And she goes, "What?" She goes, "Take shirt." So she lifts Beth's shirt off and takes her bra off and starts to rub her sides and her breasts.
Seriously?
I swear to God. And she's telling me this. So I go, "Don't you know that's inappropriate?" And she goes, "Well, yeah, but it felt good." I said,
"Okay, wait.
Yeah.
She went to get a mani-pedi,
right?
And she got a boob massage.
Yeah, and then a guy walked back there, and she says it was nothing. I said, "Are you?" What? I don't even. She's like Little Annie Fanny. She's just like. Did you ever read Playboy, Little Annie Fanny?
No.
Everywhere she went, people were taking her top off and doing things to her.
Wow. And so, what did Beth do? Was there a happy ending?
That's what I said. I said, "Honey, did you get up and leave?" She goes, "No." She